Start to the weekend for Brisbane. Rain, even a possible storm, 25 degrees with up to 35 millimetres of rain forecast at this stage. Rain is likely for Sydney too, 27 degrees. Canberra could also get some rain, 15 millimetres expected, 25 degrees the forecast top. However, Melbourne looks like it is the exception. It's expected to be mostly sunny and warm, 33 degrees there. Looking further ahead to Sunday, Brisbane, showers 27, partly cloudy with a possible shower or two for Sydney, 28. Canberra could also get a possible storm, 27, and showers and the chance of a storm for Melbourne too, 28 degrees as the Australian Open kicks off on Sunday. And I've taken a look ahead at Melbourne for the first week of the tennis. It's looking partly cloudy most days, the chance of showers increasing midweek and temperatures in the high 20s to early 30s before a cool change arriving on Thursday.
Pretty good outlook. Thanks, Kate. And that's Nine's afternoon news for this Friday. Our next bulletin is at 6 p.m. I'm Sophie Walsh. Thank you for your company. See you again soon.
This machine is stuffed full of counters, each one worth cold hard cash. Can anyone push their luck? No. We'll move on to our second question. Which iconic American singer has been played on screen by Jacob Elordi and Austin Butler? Michelle?
Elvis.
It is Elvis Presley. Are you willing to play again?
Absolutely.
Or would you like perhaps Paul and Pamela to do a little bit of building?
No, I'm going to go drop zone 2, please, Todd.
All right, light it up. It gets flat.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Yes, that's very good. I'm happy with that.
There's a little bit of a corner that it could push itself into. Two counters down, Michelle, only 100 in, and Paul and Pamela still to get off the mark as we move on. In November 2023, Australia beat India to win a 6th World Cup title in which sport? Paul?
Cricket.
It is cricket. What are you going to do, Paul?
I'm kind of torn between 1 and 2, but I like the mystery prize, so I'll give my chances. Drop zone 1, please.
Something on the left for Paul, please.
Oh, so close.
That's the machines.
Okay. I'll take that.
I warmed that up for you.
You did. Thank you, Michelle.
You were torn between two zones and you got a payout from both.
Apparently.
5 over the tipping point, Paul. $500 goes in our machine.
Thank you.
Take it from there, put that into your bank, and you've got yourself the lead by 4 counters over Michelle. Pamela, time for you to get off the mark if you can. You've still got all 3 counters. Here's the next question. Which US city, famous as a hub for country music, is also the capital, Michelle?
Nashville.
It is of Tennessee.
I'm going to pass to Pamela.
Very kind of you. Now, Pamela,
yes,
here's your chance. What would you like to play?
Drop zone 1, please.
Going to 1. Have Michelle, please, light it up.
Oh. Push those ones
Lot of
down
money
for
down
me.
there too.
Yeah, just a little
counters.
bit. Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Whoa, that is teetering.
Just one, not 100. Let's take it from there, move it into the bank, and at the end of your bank, build around 200. You have to sit back and see what Paul and Pamela do.
I know.
So Paul and Pamela, you both got 2 counters left to play. You don't need to worry about Michelle. Time for you guys to make some cash. Here we go. Next question. Which Olympic sport has events named épée, foil and sabre? Pamela.
Fencing.
It is fencing. Well played, Pamela. Time for you to wield a bit of a sword and make some cash with our machine.
1, please.
1 again?
Yes, please.
Light it up. I think you're on your way. What would you like if you get it over, Pamela?
No
Maybe I can put in a call.
Oh, that's going to be close.
Quite the drop.
Very good.
6 over the tipping point. $600 goes in the machine. Let's take it from there, put it in your bank, and that's got you a 1 counter lead over Paul. But you also got the mystery, and you're going to like this because you can use this on your trip on the GAN because it's from American Tourister's Curio Collection and you've won an iconic set of award-winning luggage valued at $1,700.
Oh, wow.
Paul, you've still got 2 counters. Pamela with a single one left. Next question. In 1999, which physicist was named Time Magazine's Person of the Century? Paul?
Albert Einstein.
That's correct, Paul. What do you want to do?
The double is sort of sitting between 1 and 2. But you know what? I'll start to build on drop zone 4, please.
Oh, that was a bit of a tangent. First time we've played here. 2, Paul, which was enough to give you $200 and get you in the lead as we take it from the machine. Put that into your bank. $700 gives you a 1-counter lead over Pamela and 5 in front of Michelle. Last 2 questions coming your way, Pamela and Paul. In Australian recipes, what 3-letter word is typically used as shorthand for 250 millilitres? Paul?
Cup.
That's correct. You've got your last counter to play here, Paul.
I think I've built up drop zone 4 nicely, so I'll stick with that and go drop zone 4, please.
Light it up.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yep.
All right,
Very
nice bit of
nice.
separation.
Very good.
That's another 8 counters over the tipping point, another $800.
Wow.
Take that.
Wow. Wow.
Take from the machine, add it to the 700, and at the end of your bank build around, you got 1,500 and a handy lead. Play for our $20,000 jackpot here today. They're keen to keep it moving, so let's play round 2. You have 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. For every correct answer, you get a counter to play in the machine. Now, every counter is so important because the player with the lowest score at the end of this round is out of the game. Now, Paul, 1,500 has you in the lead by 3 over Pamela. You have the choice to play first, or would you like to ask the others to do it, given what's lurking on the tipping point?
I was going to say, I do like the look of that ski slope.
Yeah.
And I'm a little concerned Michelle's quickfire expertise would really get her that. So I might be selfish and play first.
I don't think there's anything selfish about that. OK, then, we'll put 30 seconds on the clock for you, and your time starts now. In baseball, the player in which field position stands on the mound?
Pass.
Pitcher. What Latin term is commonly used to denote legal services provided without charge?
Pro bono.
Correct. What was the given name of the First Lady and wife of US President Gerald Ford?
Pass.
Betty. The nursery rhyme Brother John is more commonly known by what French title?
Pass.
Frère Jacques. Who plays the title role in the 2023 film Wonka?
Timothy Chalamet.
That's correct. You got it just in time.
Oh. Yeah.
2 counters. Well played. Paul,
Ooh.
where do you want to play?
Look, it's a tough call, but you got to make any call, so I'll go drop zone 2, please.
Light it up.
All right.
It was
Stayed
another
level.
place you
That
could
looks
go.
good.
That's the spot.
Come on, do the double.
It only needs a nudge.
Yeah.
A bump even.
Oh,
The sneeze.
you never know on this show, but...
You don't.
Oh, okay. Woo. Come on.
Here it comes. There it is.
Yes. Thank you.
There it is.
You got 3 over, including the double, so 300 goes into the machine once. And then we'll add it twice. 600. We'll leave it there for the moment, Paul, because you've still got 1 more counter to play.
I do think drop zone 3 looks pretty promising, so I'll go drop zone 3, please.
Line it up.
Probably give somebody else that double.
Yeah. Save it.
First time we've played here. What do you think? That's not bad.
Something more for the right, but you never know.
You might
what happens.
sneak
You never
something
know.
out of drop zone.
Not at this rate.
And you may not. I think you can be feeling OK about yourself, Paul,
Look,
because as we take the $600 and we put that into your bank, you've set a pretty good target for these 2 to have to chase down. 2,100.
Definitely. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Pamela, that means that you have the option of playing next or not. You're 9 counters behind Paul. Is there enough sitting there, or would you like Michelle to maybe load it up for you?
No, I'll play.
You play?
Yes.
Hey.
All right. Pamela, 30 seconds is on the clock and your time starts now. When mixing paints, green is created by mixing yellow with which primary colour?
Red.
Blue. Captain Haddock is a regular character in which adventure comic book series?
Pass.
The Adventures of Tintin. The Chinese space probe Tianwen-1 orbited and deployed a rover onto which planet?
Mars.
Correct. The word tactile specifically refers to which of the 5 human senses?
Touch.
Correct. Dana Ross first achieved worldwide fame as a member of which musical group?
Pass.
The Supremes. Which... Pamela, you ended up with 2 counters to play. 9 to catch Paul, but you've got yourself a 10-counter lead over Michelle at the moment. You've got your friend Mim here.
yeah.
She says what? Mim? What job zone?
I don't want to say.
3.
3?
3.
Light up job zone 3 for Pamela, please.
Ooh.
Pamela, that might... Gets it over. Oh, you've got an edge surfer. That's a little lucky.
Yes.
Can you get some cash out of it?
Excellent.
At least you got one. That edge surfer normally piles on top. So $100 goes into the machine. We leave that there because you have one more to play. Are you going to go back to the same drop zone? Mim's giving you the bunny ears.
OK, we'll go 2.
Light up 2.
Nice.
Oh,
It'll tip over.
That's not Mim's fault.
No. It's my fault.
We've got $100 that we'll
Yes.
take from the machine. We'll put that into your bank. That gives you a total of $1,300.
wow.
Paul's sitting pretty for the moment. Michelle, this is your target.
Yep.
Pamela's got 1,300. You're 11 counters behind.
Wow. Okay.
It's doable.
Yep.
The middle of the tipping point there's got plenty of counters, but you need as many as you can to put into the machine.
I want the easy questions, please.
Can't promise you that. 30 seconds is on the clock, Michelle. Your time starts now. What iconic Australian biscuit brand's logo features a parrot?
Arnott's.
Correct. In which film does Truman Burbank discover that his life is a reality TV show?
The Truman Show.
Correct. What 3-letter term borrowed from Japanese means a sash used to secure a kimono?
Pass.
Obi. Popularised by athlete Chris Evert is a style of jewelled bracelet named for which sport?
Pass.
Tennis. How many hectares is equal to 10,000 square metres?
100.
1.
They're the hard questions.
You haven't got a tennis bracelet? You know that diamond that goes all the way around?
I'll be letting my husband know about that.
It was named after the great American player Chris Evert.
She
Tennis
probably wore
bracelet.
about 5.
Yeah, she could have. She won
Yeah.
enough. But you only won 2 counters there.
2. I will go...
Hello, Tyson Cottrill with you. Tonight in the news, we take you inside the trail of devastation in Los Angeles. The death toll rises yet again with thousands of structures destroyed as a number of out-of-control fires continue to rage. A major police investigation underway near Newcastle after the death of a man who was found at Gateshead. Australia's High Commissioner to Britain backflips on a plan not to attend an Australia Day dinner in London. America's living presidents gathered to pay their respects to Jimmy Carter as he's laid to rest. And Nick Kyrgios opens up about his injury ahead of the Australian Open. We'll have all those stories and more in NBN News tonight at 6 o'clock.
Helping kids find joy again.
Makes me feel much lighter than keeping it in.
Welcome to Camp Magic. A current affair tonight.
$330 for the night.
Not bad.
$250 for the night.
How?
It's easy when you know where to look.
Trivago compares hotel prices from more than 100 booking sites so you can save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago.
Okay, roaches, get ready to race. Hey, behind the line, Rita. Set. Go, no! Let's go!
Nothing kills big cockroaches faster with a 1-second spray.
This goes out to the class of 2025. Beating the bell. Raising hell! Out of the box. Out of the blocks. Run to fit in. Or run to stand out. Hitting the track. The heroes are back. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.
Zoe Jacobs, missing since 2003.
What makes you so sure she's still alive?
I think she left town after she saw him.
Zoe came to Xanadu the night she went missing.
People need to know what he did.
For 20 years, you've been hindering this investigation. I can't remember what's real and what I've imagined.
The brand new season of the Stan original series, Black Snow, now streaming only on Stan.
It's hard when you start to struggle at home. When you might need care at any hour, not just when someone visits. For care that goes beyond your needs and supports the whole you and your independence, choose Glengara Care. It's not a room, it's an apartment home in a community. Glengara Care, your home with care.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Hot deal on the versatile Asher 5-piece outdoor corner lounge dining setting, just $14.99. Relax this summer with an epic deal on the Blake 4-piece outdoor lounge, only $12.99. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
APT brand new luxury ships are redefining European river cruising. Enjoy a 15-day river cruise for $8,495 per person, flights included. Meet the experts and save at Newcastle's Holiday and Cruise Expo. One day only, Sunday 19 Jan, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Hunter Valley Gardens Christmas Lights Spectacular is back.
1 light, 2 light, 3 light.
With more than 4 million sparkling lights, rides and entertainment.
97, 98. I think this is our stop.
It's festive fun.
100.
That all the family can count on.
3 million for... Oh, I forgot.
Hunter Valley Gardens Christmas Lights Spectacular.
I'll help you. 1 light, 2 light.
For tickets, go to hvg.com.au.
Point where we've got Paul and Pamela about to go head-to-head for a shot at today's $20,000 jackpot. Pamela, you've got your luggage. Yeah. That's all set to go on the trip to the Gun.
Yeah.
But I want to come back to fostering of kids. You had 4 kids of your own.
Yes.
How did you manage to still look after them and then take another 30 babies on?
I didn't start fostering till I was 50, and the only child left at home then was 14 years of age.
Right.
So we managed very well.
You obviously love kids.
Absolutely, I adore babies.
And you got grandkids?
5 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren.
I bet you they get spoiled. Well done, Pamela. Amazing what you've given to the community. Well played to you. Now, Paul, if you were to get the $20,000 today, what are you doing with it?
Well, I've been very tempted by the Nike Air Mags, which, if you're not in the know, are the self-lacing shoes from Back to the Future 2.
I'm now in the know.
Yeah.
How much are they going to cost me?
They go for, like, private auctions and stuff, so tens of grands at least.
Really?
Yeah.
OK, so you're going to need to get the jackpot today.
Absolutely.
Well, let's keep the game moving, because it's time for you two to go head-to-head. In this round, you'll each be asked 2 questions. No need to buzz in. If you get the question correct, you'll get a counter to play in the machine. Get it wrong, and your opponent steals that counter. If you're a little unsure, you can pass the question to your opponent. Win the round, and it's you that'll get the chance to put the jackpot counter into the machine and try to take home the $20,000. So good luck to you both. Paul, you've got a nice lead of 8 counters at the moment. You've got $2,100. You want to play first, or would you like Pamela to take the opening question?
I think going first has served me well so far, so I'll play first.
All right. Here comes your opening question. In the animal kingdom, what is the only order of mammals capable of true flight? Pass or play?
I will play, and I believe it is a bird.
Pamela, would you have gone with bird?
I would have said bird, yes.
All right, well, let's...
Well, it's too late, I guess.
Yeah. I'll find out what the second thought was in a moment. Is it bird? You had a second thought, Paul.
It was mammal that was the key word, so my other option would have been bat.
And bat would have been correct. Pamela, you got the counter to play.
OK.
Where would you like to put it?
I think I'd try 3, please.
Drop zone 3. Fine. You've got to try and close the gap here.
Nice separation.
Got to pray harder, Pamela. That's 3 over the tipping point. Close the gap a little bit. 300 goes in the machine. Let's take it from there. Put it into your bank. You've now got 1,600, 5 counters behind. Good news for you is that you've got the next question, so you've still got that chance to close the gap if you can get this correct. Here's your question. At the 2003 Australian Open, Serena Williams won her 4th Grand Slam final in a row against which player?
I don't watch tennis, sorry. Sorry. So I don't know, so I'll pass to Paul.
How are you with tennis?
Not much better, so we have that in common. I'll just go German and say Steffi Graf.
Can you say that Steffi again?
Steffi Graf.
Steffi. Is it Steffi Graf? You should have gone with her sister, Venus Williams. Pamela.
Yes.
Well passed.
Another go?
You've got another go. I mean, you just keep having a go. Where to this time, Pamela?
3, please.
Light up 3 for Pamela. You were 8 behind. You're now 5 behind.
Come on,
Get
come
down
on, come
flat
on.
there. You're getting quite a few edge surface, Pamela.
Yes.
They keep crashing on the top of each other. You're not out of it yet, though. You're only 5 counters behind, and we'll be back after the break to see who makes it through to play for our jackpot of $20,000 here today. That's coming up next on Tipping Point.
Hello, Tyson Cottrill with you. Tonight in the news, the death toll and the damage bill from the LA fires rises as new blazes break out. What led to the death of a man at Gateshead near Newcastle, police launch a major investigation. A lineup of former presidents paid tribute to Jimmy Carter, and shock claims from Novak Djokovic that he was poisoned during COVID detention in Australia. NBN News Sport and Weather see you tonight at 6 o'clock.
Looks like a CLR problem to me.
Told you so. Works on calcium, lime, scale and rust.
Kills 99% of germs.
It's also good for the environment. You can use it on your glass screen, your dishwasher and the washing bird.
Machines, toilets, Barbies, taps and handles.
Goodbye, Graham. Goodbye, annoying stains. CLR.
It's days like these. Rediscovering a new freedom. Endless fun. Exploring with friends.
Boss, finish up.
Rear-wheel drive Sunliner motorhome range now on display. Numerous floor plan options, standard car licence and a 3-year factory chassis warranty. Check out the rear-wheel drive Sunliner range at Australian Motorhomes Bennett's Green today.
It's the perfect time to talk to Patio World and save with free labour costs. Patios, opening roofs, outdoor rooms and more, all with free labour costs. So talk to Patio World today and save. Patio World.
For student devices, see the experts at Harvey Norman. Laptop prices start from just $348. Save $530 on the latest Acer Swift Go Copilot PC. Or save $350 on the versatile and powerful HP Envy X360. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Keep cool with the 40 Winks Summer Sale. Dive in with up to 50% off in-store and online. Escape the heat with discounts on cooling technology only for a limited time. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. Shop the summer sale now. 40 Winks. Serious about sleep.
Australia, it's time
This is what I've been waiting for my whole life.
to be loved.
Welcome back to Tipping Point. Got a great game going today between Paul and Pamela. Paul's trying to buy a new pair of sneakers. They're worth tens of grands, he tells me. And Pamela is trying to get on the gun. She's got the luggage, she just needs the ticket. Paul, you got the next question coming your way.
All right.
Haven't had a counter to play yet, but you still have the lead of 5. Here's your next question. The Great Fire of London in 1666 began in a bakery on which lane? Pass or play?
I will pass that one.
Pamela, you've got another opportunity to steal a counter from Paul.
I think it was Pound Lane.
Pound Lane?
I think so.
Let's find out if you've got another counter to play. Is it Pound Lane? You were kind of close. It was Pudding Lane.
Ah.
But you've got your counter back, Paul.
I'll take
that. Could be all important.
Whoa. Look, 1 looks promising at the top. 2 looks promising at the bottom. I'll go with drop zone 2, please.
All right.
Okay, that doesn't look too bad.
There's a little pile if you can get something off. 3, 4 sitting there.
Come on, give me a few of those. Oh, all right. Oh, okay, look, I'll take something.
It's squeezed in the middle of the 2 piles, but you at least
Yeah.
got a counter. So $100 goes in the machine. Let's whip it out of there, add it to your bank. 2,200. 6 counters behind Pamela. If we look at that tipping point, there's at least 6 just lurking 3/4 over the edge. They just need a little nudge, but you need the counter to play in the machine to get them. This is the final question of the round to keep you in it. A famous Annie Leibovitz photograph features Whoopi Goldberg lying in a bath of what? Pass or play?
No, I've got no idea, so I'll have to pass to Paul.
I would have said thank you if I knew the answer. I mean, is it weird to be picturing Whoopi in different baths right now?
Probably.
I might go boring, safe answer and say water.
Makes sense in a way, doesn't it? Is it water? Whoopi was lying in a bath full of milk.
Ah.
Why? Who knows? But Pamela, you got the counter and you need 6 to tie. 7 will put you through to play for the jackpot.
I'm going back on 2, please.
She's going back to 2. It's safe.
No, I've got a big drop on the first one.
Is there enough there? 6 you need. You needed 6, Pamela, but you only got 4.
Oh.
400 goes in the machine. So close, so tight. We'll take it from the machine, put that into your bank, and you finish with an even $2,000, Pamela. So close, but yet so far. And that means we've found your tipping point. Well, I know, Pamela, you love your travel. I hope you still get on the gun, get yourself up to Darwin. Thank you so much for playing with us. Have you had a good time?
I've had a wonderful time. Thank you.
We've loved having you.
Yes.
But Paul, he pipped you with $2,200. And Paul, this is the jackpot counter.
Whoa.
You have the chance to play for the $20,000. Can Paul master our machine and take home the jackpot? We'll find out after the break. The tipping point. Paul's our winner today. He's got $2,200 sitting in the machine. So that's a really good start, Paul, as we get ready to see whether you can get $20,000 to go home with today. I want to ask you a little bit more about your background. Born in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
But you've lived in a lot of countries.
Yeah.
How many?
I believe 5. I always get the number wrong because I count how many times I've moved, because I've done a lot of back and forth in the same countries as well.
Gotcha. You've got yourself planted here in Oz?
Yeah, last 6 years, so I feel pretty comfy here.
You're looking pretty comfy here on the set today as we get ready to play the jackpot round. All right, Paul, in a minute, we're going to put that jackpot counter into the machine, push it back out, and there is your $20,000. There is one double counter still sitting on the top shelf in drop zone 3. If you're able to get the double out with the jackpot, it would increase the value of your prize to $40,000. So, where do you want to put that jackpot counter?
Look, as tempting as the mystery is, I think it's hard to ignore the double. I'll go drop zone 3, please.
Light it up. Okay, I like it there.
Look, not bad.
Yep.
Bit of a lateral, hopefully.
Well,
I mean, if it doesn't, they could go together.
Well, that's what you want. You want them side by side or as close as possible. That looks good.
All right, I'll take that.
Every other counter coming over the tipping point worth $100.
Whoa, okay. Okay.
4 counters over the tipping point, and that takes you to $2,600 sitting in the machine. And now it's time to find out what categories you're going to be playing today. For each category that you choose, you can play 1, 2 or 3 counters. The more counters you play, the harder that question's going to be, obviously. Let's take a look at categories. They are film, sport, geography, science and games.
Let's start with science, please.
Science?
For 3.
For 3. And here's your first question, Paul. Quoting astronaut Chris Hadfield on social media, what can't physically be done in space because, if attempted, you throw up into your mouth? Sneeze, fart, or burp?
Space changes the rules a lot, but I think you can rule out fart. I might try burp, please.
Phew. Light up burp, please. Is that our answer? Well done. An unusual start to our jackpot round, one would say.
It's nice to loosen up.
Be careful how loose it gets.
Look, not much point to think about anything other than drop zone 3, please.
Absolutely. Light it up, please. Let's see if we can get it moving. I don't think we're going to nudge the jackpot, but we are going to nudge that huge pile that's sitting on the tipping point.
True. Like calculating the temptations already.
Down she goes.
Oh, come on. Give me a couple. All right. All right.
Good.
Take that.
That's 3 over the tipping point. $300 goes into the bank. Gets things moving. Always like to see if we get a path of least resistance on that bottom shelf. So let's get rid of that little pile again as we go back to drop.
Oh, it's not bad. Could give a bit of a lateral push, and there's a lot of counters down there.
Might nudge the double over.
True.
Nope,
but not in this case. Oh, I'll take more money.
Nothing wrong with making money. 2 more. Another $200 goes up and into your bank. $3,100, and you got your last counter to play. Let's go back to 3 and light her up.
Let's do it. The jackpot hasn't moved much, but there's still a lot of questions to go. Ah. Look, it's good for the double, that's for sure.
That's on its way. Down she comes.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Ah, look, it's all set up. It's all set up for later.
And we need more counters to play. So let's go back to our categories. What's up next for you?
Let's go geography for 3, please.
Geography for 3, and it is... Lake Geneva lies on the border between Switzerland and which other European country? Is it France, Italy, or Austria?
I'm not going to hear the end of this being German and not knowing my geography over there.
No.
I will go with Austria, please.
Light up Austria. Is that what we're looking for?
Nah.
Would be France. All right, Paul, it's back to categories for us then, and we have film, sport and games left.
Let's do games. Sounds like a fun one. For 3, please.
Games for 3. In 2018, Russell Backpack Kid Horning was involved in a lawsuit against the makers of Fortnite for its inclusion of which dance move? Was it the floss, the sprinkler, or the mashed potato?
They all sound like fun dance moves, but the floss is the only one.
Got any of them in you? Can you do any?
Oh, I mean, if I had to imagine a mashed potato, I don't know. Yes, please.
Just get in behind, give it a solid push. Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
That is a solid push. Oh, yay! There we go.
2 more counters, 200 more goes into your account, 3,300, and we're one push away from getting that jackpot counter onto the lowest shelf. So let's light up Drop Zone 3 again, please. Oh, yeah. And it's riding. A double nah. Nah. OK.
Double.
One counter left to play. Light it up. Top Zone 3.
Tonight, the latest on the death of a man at Gateshead as police launch a major investigation. New South Wales Maritime prepares for a statewide crackdown on jet skis, and the Iron Series to return to Newcastle for the first time in a decade. That's next.
Helping kids find joy again.
Makes me feel much lighter than keeping it in.
Welcome to Camp Magic. A current affair tonight.
At the heart of every Palm Lake resort is its country club. These award-winning world-class facilities boast an impressive range of sporting and social amenities. Our dedicated wellness precincts provide ample opportunities for you to focus on your health. We have our awe-inspiring resort pool perfectly positioned for relaxation. New homes now selling. This is your time at Palm Lake Resort.
Government rebates for solar systems were recently cut back. If you missed out, here's one more chance at last year's prices with a rebate recharge from Sunboost, Australia's largest solar retailer.
Solar rebates may have fallen, but Sunboost is holding prices back for a limited time. Call today and Sunboost will recharge your solar rebate to last year's maximum benefit on the top-selling 6.6 kilowatt premium system, held to an incredible $32.91. Rebate recharge ends Jan 31. Call 1300 Sunboost.
Drop everything! Rivers up to 80% off mega sale starts now. These shirts now $8.14, tops now $9.57, dress now $13.28, and sandals now $11.66. Rush in and save big today. Only at Rivers.
Your home is their playground. Help remove pet mess and odour with Dettol's new Homes with Pets range.
The King Summer Sale ends soon. Save up to 50% on Australian-designed, award-winning furniture. So why buy ordinary furniture when you can come home to King? Hurry, sale ends soon.
For student devices, see the experts at Harvey Norman. Great value on Motorola G75 with buds under $500. JBL True Wireless headphones only $128. Save $350 on this Garmin smartwatch now under $400. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Venus and Serena Williams
Discover
has made tennis history.
where greatness began.
So tell me your names again.
I'm Venus. I'm Serena.
They work as hard as they need to stay off these streets.
The dad who launched his girls to superstardom.
I think you might just have the next Michael Jordan.
Oh no, brother man. I got me the next too.
King Richard. Tonight 8:30 on 9 and 9 Now. This program brought to you by Harvey Norman. Huge store-wide clearance on now for a limited time only.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to Tipping Point. Before the break, Paul asked you an important question. We need 3 counters to play to see if we can nudge that jackpot off the top shelf. The question was, Brendan Fraser won the Best Actor Oscar for his performance in which film? You were very confident. You said, light up The Whale.
Oh, come on. Come on. Hey, okay.
Half a dozen over the tipping point. $600 goes up into the machine. 4,200. We've got 1 counter left to play. Light up Drop Zone 3 for the last time. Oh, that's okay. That's going to give us a nudge, a pile. If it spreads out, it's going to get a push.
True.
Come on. Yep. Come on.
All right.
And there's a lot of weight sitting there.
That is a lot of weight. Oh,
and a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
9 over the tipping point.
Wow.
Another 900.
Oh.
We cracked the 5K mark. $5,100 is yours, Paul, to take home. Well played.
Oh, thank you. That is a fair bit of money.
That is a very nice purse. There is no doubt about that, but the jackpot counter is sitting on the bottom shelf. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but just next to it, underneath, is the double counter.
Oh, is that a little yellow sliver there?
So 40,000 is still in play if we play Jackpot Temptation. $5,100, that is your money that is already yours to take home. Or are you willing to take the temptation? How many do you think it needs to get down and out?
Probably 5.
We're not Aldi. Well, I expected you to say that. You look like you'd be a good negotiator. So let me throw this one at you. I'll offer you 2, but for $50,000. Which, if by good fortune you were able to get the double over, that would make it $100,000. Could you get it done with 2?
It's a great amount, but the chances are just way too slim for me, so no deal.
That's a different show.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So, not interested in that?
No, thank you.
All right, well, we'll keep at it then. Let's go 3 for 20 and a holiday to the Maldives. Valued at $7,000. It's for 2, and it's thanks to Luxury Escapes, the world's best holidays, and you get a couple of airfares, of course, to go with that. 3 for 20, you'd lose $5,100. That's gone. That's currently yours.
That is true. I mean, I say that as if I'm thinking, but the answer is no thank you.
All right, I'm going to give you one last offer for you to think about. I'm going to make it 4 counters for $20,000, and while you contemplate that, we'll go to the newsroom.
Coming up on NBN News, mystery surrounds the death of a man at Gateshead near Newcastle, with a major police investigation now underway. We take you inside the trail of devastation in Los Angeles as the death toll rises. Former US presidents unite to farewell Jimmy Carter. Shock claims from Novak Djokovic he was poisoned during COVID detention in Australia. And Prince William's heartfelt message to Kate on her 43rd birthday. We'll see you at 6 o'clock.
Before we went to the newsroom, Paul laid out some pretty good offers. The first one was 2 counters for $50,000 with the chance of pushing the double over, which could have made it 100. You said not interested in that. So then we went with 3 for $20,000 plus a trip to the Maldives. Said no. The final offer was 4 for 20. Are you interested?
It'll make for better TV, but I think I'll take the money.
You're going to take the money?
I'll take the money.
It might have made for better TV, but you might have made a smart decision as well. And $5,100 is a great day's work. Congratulations, Paul. Well played.
Thank you.
Well played.
Thank you.
Thank you for playing. Loved having you on the show, and we loved having you watch us as well. And join us next time when 3 new contestants light up their luck on Tipping Point.
Tonight, stabbed to death at an out-of-control party. The hunt for a killer at Lake Macquarie. Los Angeles obliterated. The utter wildfire devastation and harrowing scenes of heartbreak. Putting politics aside, former US presidents gather in a final farewell to Jimmy Carter. The royal treatment for Princess Kate's birthday, William's heartfelt tribute to his wife. Plus, Nick Kyrgios on the mend and on a mission to save tennis from becoming boring.
This is NBN News with Tyson Cottrill.
Good evening. A killer is tonight on the run after a house party took a deadly turn at Lake Macquarie. Officers say a man in his 30s was fatally stabbed during the celebrations before the person responsible fled the scene.
A sea of red and blue. Police and paramedics swarm Mahogany Crescent at Gateshead around 11 p.m. It's here they find a man in his 30s has been stabbed multiple times. Suffering critical injuries, he dies at the scene.
Well, you don't expect people to get killed, especially in the area. It's pretty scary, really, and tragic if it's happened. Like, it's terrible.
This morning, forensic officers marked areas of interest. Joined by the Public Order Riot Squad, they searched for clues to piece together what happened. Neighbours say it was a party that started early.
Find out who did it and what happened.
180,000 people are under evacuation orders as the city grapples with some of its most destructive fires ever.
It was a slice of Southern Californian paradise, but now Pacific Palisades is all but lost. The damage from above, block after block of scorched earth.
I'm never going to be able to show my kids where I grew up. It's all gone. It's all gone.
Thousands of homes burned to the ground, the size of 800 football fields. And right now, it's too difficult to predict how many people were killed.
At one point, we'll be able to do a more thorough search of these impacted areas. Some of them look like a bomb was dropped in them.
The first of the victims confirmed, 66-year-old Victor Shaw, who died, hose in hand, trying to save his home.
I just yelled in, "Victor, we got to get out. This is it. We have to get out. The fire's here." And I didn't hear him say anything. I heard him say nothing.
It's day 3 of this emergency, and firefighters continue to tackle flare-ups amongst the devastation so their embers don't carry.
It's an eerie feeling being here. This area was home to tens of thousands of people, and right now, well, there's almost no one here, and quite simply, there's nothing left. Take a look around. It's hard to fathom how much devastation and destruction has been caused here, but that shows you the ferocity of the fire and just how quickly it tore through here, taking everything in its path.
In Malibu, Randy Stoklos was one of the few who stayed to fight.
You know, everybody left, and I just knew that somebody had to man the station, so that was it. Simple.
The 64-year-old former beach volleyball champion saved his home and his neighbours, taking buckets of water from the pool and jacuzzi and throwing them onto the fire.
It's really devastating here. This is paradise.
Many have lost everything except their loved ones, and now despair is turning to anger.
Governor, I live here, Governor.
I'm literally talking to the president right now.
Why was there no water in the hydrants, Governor?
That's all literally.
Is it going to be different next time?
It has to be.
With thousands of families displaced, it's a question on the lips of many in their hour of need.
I don't want to get political, but it wasn't done well. They don't understand pumps, they don't understand electricity, they don't understand infrastructure.
The cause of this fire is still unknown and remains under investigation. US President Joe Biden boosted financial assistance, announcing the federal government will cover 100% of all the costs.
We are with you. We're not going anywhere.
And as firefighters tried to take advantage of today's temporary break in the winds, a new blaze exploded in the West Hills neighbourhood, spreading to almost 400 hectares in a matter of hours, with allegations it was purposely lit.
A suspect was detained over in Woodland Hills area by citizens.
So someone purposely set the Kenneth fire?
At this time, that's what we believe, yes.
A ring of fire remains around the city, and fears a sequel may be on its way. Tonight around Pacific Palisades, fires continue to burn. The worry is they could flare up when wind gusts are expected to pick up tomorrow. After the last 3 days, people in and around these areas would have hoped the fire threat would have eased, but authorities say communities are not out of the woods yet. People are tired, they're exhausted. Fire crews are stretched to the limit, but there's still one more day of extreme fire danger to go.
Across the city, whole neighbourhoods have been torched. Tonight, we speak to residents who have lost everything in the Eaton fire.
There's so much pain. Neighbours hold on to each other, contending with the enormity of what they've lost.
Everything. I didn't leave with anything except
clothes on my back.
Suzanne Verold scrambled to evacuate the Eaton fire, leaving behind the home she built with her partner, who passed away from cancer.
It feels like something has died in me. I feel very empty right now. I've lost everything except my dogs and my life.
Streets away, frames of bar stools, all that's left of a business that's been in Chris Larson's family for 42 years.
It's the local watering hole.
It's not all they've lost.
Yeah, no, it's been difficult. We live a couple blocks up the street, and we lost the house up there too.
Oh,
so that's kind of why we're hanging out. We're fine. I mean, we'll survive.
The devastation feels endless. 20 minutes from the popular Hollywood Walk of Fame, more than 4,000 structures destroyed. What remains is unrecognisable.
That is the living room. That's the front entrance. Beyond that, there was a bedroom.
California is used to fires, but not like this. It's not bush burning, it's homes and businesses. This is just one block on the main street of Altadena. It's gone. Hollywood stars facing the same heartbreak. Actor Mandy Moore writing Altadena levelled. I am devastated and gutted. I am absolutely numb.
It's devastating.
It's gnarly, you guys. It's just a catastrophe.
Jamie Lee Curtis pledging $1.6 million to fire relievers of childhood home.
I don't even know what to say.
For so many events, the show simply cannot go on. The Critics' Choice Awards, the Oscar nominations, and tonight's Lakers game all postponed. The NFL moving the Vikings-Rams showdown to Arizona. Those that did go ahead had a sombre tone.
It's been a heavy day for me. I'm sorry. My heart goes out to all the families and the animals and our colleagues.
Urban fires tearing through Tinseltown, and the scope of the heartache is staggering. In Altadena, Lauren Tomasi, NBN News.
Hiker Hadi Nazari was discharged from Cooma Hospital today, bound for his Melbourne home. He was found 2 days ago after 13 days missing in the Kosciuszko National Park. Nazari was treated for dehydration and blisters, but was otherwise in good health. A man who was winched to safety after he found himself in trouble on a rock platform near Newcastle's Bogey Hole yesterday remains in a stable condition at John Hunter Hospital. It comes as new vision emerges of the moment he's safely loaded onto the Toll ambulance rescue helicopter.
At the steps, my scan's in 1, 2, 3.
The 69-year-old man suffered leg injuries. Emergency services have called for locals to be careful in and around the water. A frightening near miss has been captured on dashcam in the Hunter Valley. It shows the moment a Mitsubishi Triton crosses double lines to overtake another vehicle on Buchanan Road. At around 10 o'clock this morning, it forced the driver heading in the opposite direction to swerve off the road. An 11-year-old boy is recovering in John Hunter Hospital after a concrete mailbox fell on him at Cessnock this morning. Emergency services were called to Hickey Street just before 12 p.m, where they treated the boy for leg injuries. It's not known how the mailbox fell on the child. Port Stephens tourism operators are among those calling for a crackdown on jet skis, saying marine wildlife is suffering. The local mayor says the issue will head to council's first meeting of the year, while a statewide safety blitz gets underway this weekend.
Popular with jet skiers even on a cloudy day, New South Wales Maritime out in force at Nelson Bay.
We need people to know their limits and not go outside their sort of boundaries with what they can actually handle.
Officers will be on the water this weekend to drive down bad behaviour like high speeds and donuts, with fines in the hundreds for those who don't heed warnings. Personal watercraft licences have increased 43% in the past 5 years to more than 92,000 statewide. And of the 80 maritime actions in Port Stephens so far this summer, nearly half of those were jet skis.
Our community has called for a crackdown on jet skis, and the New South Wales government is delivering exactly that this weekend.
45 patrols have been undertaken in Port Stephens since December, providing reassurance to some users.
I think it is a very minority that
will break the law or push the boundaries. But I think the Maritime here is doing a very good job.
New South Wales Maritime says there's a 50% chance you'll suffer a serious injury during a jet ski incident, with broken legs among the most common, and calls are mounting to slow down for Port Stephens marine wildlife too.
Imagine Cruises' Frank Future believes unruly riders move dolphins to other areas, saying numbers have halved in recent years.
These guys are doing huge speeds in areas where there are dolphins, and I think a speed limit of 20 knots would be more than adequate.
Low speed limits are in place around parts of the marine park. The local MP and Mayor say they're listening to the community and are ready to find a path forward.
There's a lot of people saying an outright ban, but look, I don't think that's the solution. I think it's around making sure that we implement better safety options.
Sarah Giuliano, NBN News.
Meanwhile, Port Stephens Council has been fined $30,000 for polluting some of Nelson Bay's protected waterways. The Environment Protection Authority says proper controls were not in place during excavation work at Neil Carroll Park in June last year, which saw sediment-laden water discharged into a stormwater system, leading to the Fly Point Corrie Island Sanctuary Zone. The EPA says that section of the Port Stephens Great Lakes Marine Park is vulnerable habitat for migratory birds, fish and seahorses. Divine intervention and an investigation from Crown Lands have deemed the Newcastle bogey hole safe for the annual blessing of the waters. It comes after the Greek Orthodox Church cancelled the event due to concerns there were too many boulders in the ocean pool, but the issue has since been addressed. The service will take place this Sunday from 11:30 a.m. Women in music will be front and centre at a special show in Islington tomorrow, aiming to drum up money for charity Got Your Back Sister. Gig for the Gals will feature local indie pop artists, including the event's organisers from Acacia Blue.
And you know you could, doing what you do.
To be able to get full female-fronted lineup, get Reggie Kay and Alestial involved with us, and just to have something to really come and support and show solidarity for women and children who are survivors of domestic violence in Newcastle. It's just, yeah, really great.
It gets underway at the Hamilton Station Hotel at 8 p.m. Volunteers will work to put smiles on the dials of people living with disabilities on the Central Coast next month. The region's Disabled Surfers Association will take to Umina Beach on Saturday, February 1 for its Taking a quick look at the weather across the region today. Some blue sky around the Hunter, 24 at Newcastle, 28 the top at Cessnock, 29 at Singleton. You're watching NBN News. Still ahead, the looming shortage which could force Australia to import overseas gas. Former US presidents put their political differences aside to farewell Jimmy Carter. And shock claims from Novak Djokovic that he was poisoned during COVID detention in Australia.
How good are new possibilities? How good is that first sip of a silky smooth oat milk latte? How good is a dairy-free smoothie that's high in calcium? How good is whipping and flipping? How good is creamy without the cream? How good is this? What is this? How good? So good.
I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be.
We're for road trippers and morning dippers. Those who love to save when they fill up and when they fuel up. We're for sweethearts and sweet deals on dining and movies too. We're for all Australians everywhere. So we created My NRMA Rewards. Yours from only $5 per month. A world of road, travel and rewards.
It's back. AGL's NBN Saver. Fast speed, big savings with home fast internet. Just $69 a month for the first 6 months when you bring your own modem and have AGL Energy. Switch to AGL Internet today and join the change.
Could I do the Lucky Deluxe Ultra Wash, please?
Add some thrill to your wait with the thrill of a $40 million jackpot every 3 minutes. Keno Go. Download the app now.
There's a place for us, somewhere a place for us, peace and quiet and open air, wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us, a time and place for us. Hold my hand and we're halfway there. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. Somehow,
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Get up to 25% off our wide range of family-friendly carpet, up to 25% off hybrid and natural timber flooring, and up to a massive 50% off rugs. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
2 people have been charged with more than 200 offences following a police investigation into allegedly dodgy vehicle inspections at a Singleton business. A months-long investigation by Muswellbrook's Highway Patrol led officers to arrest a 56-year-old man and a 34-year-old woman on John Street in Singleton yesterday. They're accused of completing vehicle inspections without doing the mandatory checks or having an authorised examiner present. They'll face Singleton Local Court in February. A looming shortage could force Australia to import overseas gas in the next few years and push up power bills, with the ACCC blaming a lack of new projects. And with energy policy and pricing a key election issue, there's now pressure for more projects to be brought online.
A resource-rich nation, but as the Prime Minister powers through an early cross-country charge... Done. A warning a key energy component is in short supply.
We need more gas in the East Coast gas market.
The ACCC has found this year and next gas supply is strong, but come 2027 a shortage looms in New South Wales and Victoria, and stores sent south from Queensland to help meet winter demand might not be enough to plug the gap.
The shortfalls that the ACCC are forecasting will clearly work with the relevant state governments to address to make sure they don't happen.
Supply troubles inevitably drive up prices, and with the fuel critical in our transition to renewables, the consumer watchdog wants more local projects. If not, Australia could have to rely on gas imported from a volatile overseas market.
We would like to see changes at both the state and federal levels to speed up the approval processes.
Victoria is going to have to import gas for the first time. This is unacceptable.
There is plenty of gas already being produced in Australia. The bulk of it goes overseas.
One of the biggest choices for voters this election will be deciding how we get our energy and how much we pay for it. And the Prime Minister's already got a nuclear attack line on loop.
We can't afford to say, stop acting, don't do anything until the 2040s and we'll build you a nuclear power station.
After the PM's early entry into campaign mode, Peter Dutton will kick off his election year with a rally in Melbourne on Sunday.
Liz Daniels, NBN News.
A backtrack from Australia's High Commissioner to Britain tonight after furore over what was seen as an Australia Day snub. Stephen Smith had initially indicated he won't attend a gala dinner in London a year after citing sensitivities about celebrating the day. But opposition criticism has seen his travel plans rearranged. The event is a staple on the London social scene, attended by some of Australia's biggest international names. America's 5 living...
Packed with political firepower, animosity was a state funeral.
Do.
On a frigid day in Washington, D.C., Carter was remembered for his warmth, humility and kindness. Friend and President Joe Biden delivering the eulogy, a request from Carter before he died.
A hard-working farmer who championed conservation.
He cut the deficit, wanted to decriminalize marijuana, deregulated so many industries that he gave us cheap flights and, as you heard, craft beer. Basically, all of those years ago, he was the first millennial.
Carter lay in state in the capital for 3 days, a chance for thousands of people to say farewell. This morning, one final journey through the heart of the city he came to as an outsider close to half a century ago. Today's service, the culmination of a week of mourning across the country.
You may say I'm a dreamer.
Jimmy Carter leaves the Washington National Cathedral, the casket now bound for his home state of Plains, Georgia, where he'll be buried alongside his wife, Rosalind, outside the modest house they shared for most of their lives.
I miss him, but I take solace in knowing that he and his beloved Rosalind are reunited again.
They were married 77 years and he died just 13 months after she passed. Jimmy Carter, husband, father, grandfather, president, and always a gentleman. In Washington, D.C., Reid Butler, NBN News.
The daughter of a Filipino dictator and her husband have faced the consequences for drunkenly assaulting a passenger on a Jetstar flight. Annalisa and James Kaur were escorted off a Hobart to Sydney flight after Ms. Kaur allegedly shook a passenger outside the plane toilet.
Did things get a bit out of hand on that flight? How much were you drinking on that flight?
The couple agreed to a booze ban and a $20,000 fine each to ensure they will be allowed back on board. An Australian man who was kidnapped and held hostage by the Taliban for 3 years has died in Afghanistan after a battle with cancer. Timothy Weeks was released in a prison exchange in 2019 but returned to the country after converting to Islam in 2022. His death was announced by the Taliban leadership, who says Weeks was very fond of Afghanistan and his captors. He was 54. Children are among the survivors of this light plane crash in Brazil. The Cessna 545 overshot the runway, bursting into flames on impact. 6 people were pulled from the wreckage, but the pilot was killed. Wet weather is being blamed for the crash. Novak Djokovic has refused to answer questions about his claims he was poisoned by food in hotel detention in Melbourne. The former world number 1 made the accusation in an interview with an American magazine.
Novak Djokovic was asking the hard questions.
Can you tell us what attracts you to the space exploration?
But when grilled on his accusations he was poisoned while in detention back in 2022, the tennis star didn't have the answers.
I've done that interview many months ago, so I would appreciate not talking more in detail about that, as I would like to focus on the tennis and why I'm here.
The then world number 1 was detained for 5 days in a Melbourne hotel before being deported for not meeting COVID vaccination requirements. In an interview with GQ, Djokovic claimed, "I realised that in the hotel in Melbourne I was fed with some food that poisoned me. I had some discoveries when I came back to Serbia. I had a really high level of heavy metal, very high level of lead and mercury."
I'm not going to respond to comments that I haven't seen. I wish Mr. Djokovic very well, all the very best on the court.
Tennis officials also refused to comment on the Serbian superstar's accusations.
I'm not going to answer the question. I'm just not going to go there. It was 3 years ago and we just focused on delivering a great event.
But Djokovic has an ally in outspoken Aussie tennis star Nick Kyrgios.
I haven't spoken to him about that. I didn't even know that, but yeah, I mean, I'll stand on my... We treated him like that's for sure.
Djokovic has played the Australian Open every year since his deportation, winning a record 10th title in 2023. He'll begin his quest for an unprecedented 11th crown against American Nishish Basavareddy on Sunday.
Coming up next, incredible and remarkable. Prince William's heartfelt message to Kate on her 43rd birthday. The surging number of women choosing to perform a potentially life-saving test themselves. And the pair of baby giraffes born 3 days apart at a South Coast zoo.
Rich lost his gut, but kept his love for sports. Brett lost 29 kilos and saved heaps on lunch. Mark shook the weight and got his mates on board. Jake lost weight on the go, while Matt swapped overweight for poolside swagger. We've helped more than 2 million Aussies shake the weight, and we can do the same for you. The Man Shake, now with 25% off at themanshake.com.au.
You never go cold on me. You are the sunshine to my beach. Like the dawn and the ice cream, we're better together. Girl, you so bold, it's usual. You never go cold. You never go.
Support. Start getting the fair deal you deserve. Visit energylocals.com.au today to start saving.
Energy, la 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 locals.
Get more zeros in your life. Win tonight's European jackpot, worth over $100 million. Yep, $100 million. Tax-free. Draw closes midnight tonight. Play now at lotteryoffice.com.au.
I'm John Keneally and I manage an organic egg farm. The Ferris is great. The independent suspension gives an even cut and a smooth ride to get the job done fast. Same goes for me at home to keep my place up to scratch. I'd recommend a Ferris to anyone.
Lyle Buick annual sales event. Save up to 50% on Stressless, IMG, Domicile, Corium, Fabrica. On now at Lyle Buick, Northcote Drive, Katara.
After 50 successful years in business, both Parks Bricks and Pavers and Potts Removals are for sale. Owners are retiring. For expressions of interest, visit our website at pottsgroup.com.au.
A downbeat end to the trading week, with the market falling close to 0.5%. Most of the big banks were sold off. Westpac hardest hit after a Morgan Stanley downgrade, but an upgrade for ANZ spared that bank from the worst of it. The big miners, though, bounced back. Rio and BHP were both up, while casino operator Star Entertainment continued to be pummeled. One analyst estimating it's a 50% chance of being forced into administration. And after hitting a new 2-year low overnight, the Australian dollar ended the day higher, still around 62 US cents. That's finance.
The Prince of Wales has paid tribute to his wife Catherine on her 43rd birthday. In one of the most personal messages we've seen from William, he described the Princess of Wales as incredible, praising her strength during a tumultuous year.
A never-before-seen photo of the Princess of Wales and a very personal message from her prince. To the most incredible wife and mother, the strength you've shown over the last year has been remarkable. George, Charlotte, Louis and I are so proud of you. Happy birthday, Catherine. We love you, W. The black and white image used to mark Kate's 43rd birthday was taken by a royal photographer in Windsor last summer, when the Princess of Wales would have been in the midst of her chemotherapy. Next week will mark 1 year since Kate underwent abdominal surgery at the London clinic. The following March, she announced doctors found cancer.
And they must just be reflecting 12 months on and thinking, we've not really got anything to lose. You know, we love each other, we've been reminded of our love, and we're just going to put it out there for all to see.
From the King and Queen, a birthday tribute with a photo from Christmas Day at Sandringham. The Princess of Wales, who is now cancer-free, spent her birthday with family in Windsor. She is expected to continue her gradual return to public duties in the coming months. Jessica Millward, NBN News.
A beach tent sold on Temu has been recalled over drowning fears. The tents feature a small built-in pool which does not comply with a mandatory standard for portable swimming pools. A jumper sold by Temu was recently recalled after an 8-year-old Queensland girl suffered horrific burns. Millions of workers across the country have had a boost to their pay, with new data showing the median wage has increased by $54 a week. Private sector wage growth outpaced the public sector, rising by 3.9% compared to 3.5% in the year to September 2024. More women than ever are choosing to collect their own samples to screen for cervical cancer. While the surge in numbers is encouraging, doctors say many people who are eligible still don't know it's an option.
Kerry Castor avoided routine screening for cervical cancer for 10 years.
Last time I did it was uncomfortable, it hurt a little bit, and on the list of priorities it just never sort of came up.
The 53-year-old's reluctance changed when given the option to do it herself in private at the GP clinic.
I just did it, took 30 seconds and then just straight back in to see the GP. If I hadn't got it tested, who knows what would have happened.
The do-it-yourself vaginal test is considered a more comfortable alternative to doctors using a speculum and brush when testing for the cancer-causing human papillomavirus.
From the point of view of the HPV test, they are both as accurate as each other. So there's really not a huge difference between them.
Depending on the result that the patient gets, that will guide what is the next best step.
The latest data shows in just 1 year, the number of tests performed using self-collection swabs rose from 26% to 40%. But doctors say there's still a low awareness, particularly among diverse communities.
It's just about raising that awareness and letting people know that option exists.
About 1,000 Australian women are diagnosed with cervical cancer each year. Of those, 72% of women have never screened or aren't up to date. And those who've been vaccinated still need to get screened.
About almost 250 women died in 2024 of cervical cancer, and it is almost entirely preventable.
Gabriella Rogers, NBN News.
Parents are being warned they're putting their financial futures at risk by helping their children into the housing market. Research from Compare Club has found 37% of parents would spend more than $75,000 to help their kids afford a home. 6% of those are either turning to reverse mortgages or compromising their own retirement plans to do so. Well, what's better than one baby giraffe? Two. They were born to different mothers 3 days apart, a rarity given giraffes are pregnant for 16 months. The arrivals were welcomed just before the new year at Mogo Wildlife Park on the south coast. This time 5 years ago, the zoo was evacuated as bushfires loomed. What a nice surprise. Well, Sophie Scanlon joins us now with sport. So, Nick Kyrgios, what he says he's going to bring the fun back to tennis.
Yeah, that's right, Tyson. And
today, Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
Oh!
Get 2 designer pairs, no gap, with selected health funds.
We have the same. I mean, tickets are just so like...
Must have gone to Specsavers.
Honestly, Albie, HelloFresh has made planning feeding time as easy for us humans as it is for you guys.
Look, you know I love you, Jarvis, but there's just no way you'd be able to get dinner on the table in under 20 minutes like this.
Planning even just a few dinners a week with HelloFresh can help in a lot of little ways. Less stress, more variety, no one getting prickly about dinner. No offence. Beautiful.
Where's mine?
HelloFresh, hello dinner.
It's Tank World's up to 50% off clearance sale. Save up to 50% off our entire range of round tanks and Tank World pumps from 1,000 to 47,750 litres. All stock must go 10 days only. Think Tank World, 1-800 68 69 70.
Powerball. Play by your own rules.
Avoid shocking summer power bills with Australia's safest and best value solar battery. Get a fully installed battery with dual safety monitoring technology, all for a guaranteed lowest price of $2,995. Only while stocks last. Call Solar Battery Group today.
At Officeworks, we won't be beaten on back-to-school prices. Get a Motorola G75 for $497 or JBL Junior 310 headphones for $17. Make bigger things happen at Officeworks.
The Plush summer sale is on now with up to 50% off a huge range of leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off at the Plush summer sale. On now. 44 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think Sofas, think Plush.
McDonald Jones' huge homemade sale is on now. Hundreds of designs, all packed with unbeatable value. And starting from just $298,000. Now that's home made affordable. Start today and visit a display.
Nick Kyrgios has declared his return to tennis will stop the sport becoming boring. The ever-confident star is also setting high expectations for the Australian Open, despite his extensive injury troubles.
3 years since his last match at Melbourne Park, Nick Kyrgios is geared up for his Grand Slam return.
I feel at home, I guess. You know, the Australian Open's been an amazing event for me.
His abdominal injury is on the mend.
I think it's just part of the game. You know, niggles, I don't think anyone really feels 100%. But look, as long as it's not something like my wrist again, I think I can manage it.
Despite the former Wimbledon finalist's huge layoff, expectations are high.
I mean, I've beaten pretty much everyone that the sport's put in front of me before. So I'm always going to back my ability. And, you know, people are always going to say, be realistic, or you're not going to be the same. Like, I unfortunately don't have that mindset.
It's that brash attitude which makes Kyrgios compelling viewing.
For me personally, me being back, I think it adds a bit of question marks to like what's going to happen today, where that's like, I love that. Throughout my career, it hasn't always been good, but it's added a lot of excitement to the game, I think. I think it's important because I think the sport was getting a bit mundane.
Nick isn't so popular with world number one Yannick Sinner. The Italian is allowed to defend his title despite testing positive for a banned substance, infuriating Kyrgios.
I haven't done anything wrong. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm still playing. I don't want to respond on what Nick said or what other players says.
Back-to-back women's champion Aryna Sabalenka is embracing the pressure as she chases a hat-trick.
Because I know that I have target on my back and I really like to have it, and that's why I work really hard, make sure that nobody can get to me.
16-year-old Aussie Emerson Jones is soaking up her Grand Slam debut, but has brushed off comparisons to Ash Barty.
It's pretty special to be compared to Ash Barty, obviously, but I'm on my own path and my own journey, so I just see how I go.
Luke Dovesey, NBN News.
Steve Smith says that Sam Constas has the skills to have a bright Test future, even if he refuses to adopt a more conventional style of batting. The stand-in skipper will use his recall as Test captain to mentor the new generation of Australia's brave and confident cricketers like Cooper Connolly.
Standing side by side with one of his heroes, this moment full circle for Test hopeful Cooper Connolly.
I actually pulled up a photo from 10 years ago, my state 12s, and it was a photo of me and Steve Smith. So yeah, that was pretty cool to be, I guess, thinking that I could potentially be running out with him.
Steve Smith endorsing the 21-year-old, telling selectors the all-rounder should be picked for the tour of Sri Lanka.
You know, I was quite big on someone like Cooper coming in. I think it's a really good inclusion. You know, he's a talented young kid. Every opportunity he's got, he's done really well.
Smith also defended Sam Constas, whose approach to Test batting has come under scrutiny.
I've seen him bat like that. I've seen him bat sort of more conventionally, I suppose, in a Shield game and do really well. And, you know, he's got all the tools. So, you know, I think he's got the ability when he wants to absorb pressure, and obviously the ability to put a lot of pressure back on as well. So it's something he'll learn. He's only 19, he's a kid.
Standing in for Pat Cummins, the former skipper is ready to captain his country again.
The back end of my career, it's about helping those young kids and try to help them find a way to be successful in all conditions around the world.
Smith and Connolly today inspecting the SCG pitch ahead of tomorrow's Big Bash showdown between the Sixers and Scorchers. Sydney wanting to bounce back after last night's 16-run loss to Melbourne Stars. Nicole Dunn and
physically unbreakable.
Terrell May has arrived in Tiger Town, a man on a mission.
I want to be that guy that teams look at and think, oh yeah, that's the leader of the pack. I've always wanted to kind of be a leader of the pack, but it's kind of hard when you're coming off the bench and you got like players like Lindsay, Jared, Spencer, you know, like all origin figures.
Stepping out of shadows and his comfort zone, May proving men in the middle can run marathons.
Yeah, I wanted to give up so many times, but I just thought I can't lie to the people I told I was going to do it. Especially being a bigger person, like my legs gave out, and then as soon as my legs gave out, my mind was just telling me to stop.
How proud are you that you got through it?
Very proud, because to be honest, I thought I wouldn't do it, and I wasn't going to do it.
The 25-year-old testing himself in an extreme way, running 42.2 kilometres in Sydney's sweltering heat on December 30.
I couldn't walk for like 2 days, especially my legs, like that's where all my weight is.
His legs sore, his mind strong.
I just felt like I needed something to make my mental state like if I can do this, I can do anything, you know what I mean? So I wanted to come into pre-season and think, if I'm going through a hard time or hard day, I'll just look back at the marathon and think, like, nothing's harder than the marathon I did, because it was hard, man.
This toughened tiger now ready to rip and tear in 2025.
My hunger this year has been probably the hungriest I've been since I first debuted. But yeah, I just feel like I'm coming in different mindset, different goals, and like I said, I want to come here and lead the team to the top 8, and hopefully we can get that ring.
Zach Bailey, NBN News.
Still to come, no rest for Wallabies players ahead of the British and Irish Lions tour, and too little, too late for the Kings' comeback against Melbourne United.
I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be.
We're for road trippers and morning dippers. Those who love to save when they fill up and when they fuel up. We're for sweethearts and sweet deals on dining and movies too. We're for all Australians everywhere. So we created My NRMA Rewards, yours from only $5 per month. A world of road, travel and rewards.
Yo, boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, 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 boom. My heart goes bang. The soul in the stereo, yo, I'm your man. Go, hey, 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 hey.
Ooh, Dad's Vindaloo giving you heartburn? Zantac for all-day heartburn relief that starts to work in 30 minutes. Zantac.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now, with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
You know what's better than a Big Four bank?
A bank that's bigger for me. Bigger for making my money work harder.
And helping my business make it.
Bigger for helping us to buy a home.
Bigger for the community I care about.
My bank is bigger for what matters most. As Australia's most trusted bank, 2.5 million Aussies know that Bendigo Bank is bigger for them. And we're bigger for you.
Bendigo Bank, the better big bank.
At Aussie Broadband, we reckon there's more to the Aussie way than just this.
Like keeping your entire family better connected with Australia's most trusted telco. Even this little champion. Switch to fast internet now. That's Aussie Broadband. That's the actual Aussie way.
Enter the West Orange Motors Country League Classic and you can win a trip for two to any Voyagers. Golf Week. This 54-hole Stableford will be held January 18 to 21. Enter online at countryleague.com.au/annual tournaments.
Keep cool with the 40 Winks Summer Sale. Dive in with up to 50% off in-store and online. Escape the heat with discounts on cooling technology only for a limited time. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. Shop the summer sale now. 40 Winks. Serious about sleep.
At HV Aluminium, order a Fleximum patio cover screen enclosure or pool enclosure before the 23rd and pay no labour costs. Plus, there's no labour cost on the Paradise Room or the Eclipse opening roof. But only until the 23rd of this month at HV Aluminium.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Save on UE Epic Boom portable speaker, now under $400. 5-year warranty on this Euromade oven, now under $500. Save over $400 on the Shark Stratos pet stick vacuum. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
This report brought to you by Cox Mowers. Cox, proudly engineered Aussie tough for over 70 years.
Wallabies players have been told they will likely play a full Super Rugby season ahead of the British and Irish Lions tour, with clubs not keen to rest their stars.
I think they're pretty aligned to what we want, what they want. The best thing that we want is for all the Super Rugby clubs to go well. So we're very aligned in terms of that thinking.
The 3-test series begins in July. The Kings have come agonisingly close to a remarkable comeback win over Melbourne United, but couldn't seal the deal, losing by 2 points. Sydney trailed by 16 at the first break, and despite a brilliant final quarter, they fell short. The coach was left fuming, admitting post-match he doesn't like his starting group and that he will be making changes. And Everton's decision to sack Sean Dyche paid off with immediate effect. The Toffees beating Peterborough 2-0 in their third-round FA.
Over the Roar. The Jets got the better of the Bulls when they last met at MacArthur, and the home side is now bolstered by Lachlan Rose's return.
It's always good to play against your old club. Obviously, I'm very grateful for what MacArthur did for me and giving me my opportunity, but for me now I'm focusing on what I'm going to do here in Newcastle.
But he won't be in the starting side at McDonald Jones Stadium as he manages his return from injury.
It's good to have him there. I think Ben Gibson's doing a terrific job, so the fact that he's doing such a good job and we can manage Lockie, without any putting pressure on him, so he'll get some minutes again this week.
As I said, he's stepped up from NPL and come here, and he's been getting goals, he's been getting assists, so for me, I've got to work my way back in the squad now.
For the first time in 10 years, Newcastle is hosting the Iron Series, with 44 athletes hitting the sand for round 2 of the national competition tomorrow. While many faces have changed in the past decade, some have only gotten better with age.
Newcastle Beach, January 2015, and Ali Day remembers his maiden title like it was yesterday.
If I get to inspire a few kids out there to change and do this sport and be good people, that's the goal at the end of the day. But to win this, it's a day I'll never forget.
I think I had a 2-point lead going into it, and I wanted to win the series so bad that day. And we went into the last eliminator. I just, I had to finish basically behind Shannon. I did that interview. It's a bit cringeworthy now looking at it, to be honest. But who would have thought I'd be still standing here now?
10 years on, with 4 more titles under his belt, there's one thing that hasn't changed for the 34-year-old.
Look, the passion, the hunger, the drive for me is still there. I still want to win races, still want to win the series and things like that.
The round 1 winner will be tough to beat, but Hunter Ironman Dan Collins has a bigger advantage than most.
It's awesome to have a crowd supporting you, and I'm really looking forward to having that here at home. Who knows how many are going to show up and support me, but I'm sure they'll have a loud voice, and it'll be pretty cool.
Keen to keep his cards as a local lifeguard close to his chest.
Yeah, not too many insider tips being handed out. It's obviously a new day every day where you get to turn up and race anyway, so the conditions can change so much even throughout the day. And
it's the same stretch of coastline where former Cooks Hill nipper Bella Williams learnt her craft.
I have a big entourage at Cooks Hill that are going to be here over the weekend, and it's only going to be to my power. I'm going to use their energy to lift me up to get through those really difficult races.
All athletes vying for a spot in the final 32, which will be decided after 2 days of racing. Montana Claire, NBN News.
Such an exciting event to return, and we've got some locals in the mix. It's going to be a great day down at Newcastle Beach.
Plenty happening. Thanks, Sophie. Well, some welcome sunshine across the Hunters today, but that is set to change. I'll have all the local weather details after the break.
Prim's running right, families rocked, and calling for backup.
Someone's going to get hurt or worse, killed.
A current affair next.
Earth's due for a visit anytime
now.
Hello?
Good thing you guys rolled by.
Even better, your car and home insurance is sorted.
It's a good thing you're with Budget Direct.
Insurance solved with Budget Direct.
Get the squad together at Macca's with a new Squad Down Under bundle for $4.
The Subaru sale event is on, with a symmetrical all-wheel drive Crosstrek range starting from $38,990 recommended drive-away price. Now including 3 years free servicing for a limited time. It's you and Subaru for a world discovered. See you out there.
The Plush summer sale is on now, with up to 50% off a huge range of leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off at the Plush summer sale. On now, 44 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think Selfless, think Plush.
Get up to $4,000 cash back when you switch your existing home loan or take out a new one with IMB. Get a great low rate, save on fees, and get up to $4,000 cash back. IMB Bank, right by you.
Celebrate 25 years with us at Newcastle's Holiday and Cruise Expo. Exclusive birthday specials and one-day-only deals. Reserve free tickets today to win. Newcastle's Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, Jan 19, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at NEX Newcastle.
Don't miss one of Australia's biggest celebrations of surf culture. The 2025 Noosa Festival of Surfing hits the shores March 14 to 23. With incredible surfing talent, the spectacular surfing dogs, live music daily, art shows, surf films, and so much more. Don't miss out on the action this March 14 to 23 in beautiful Noosa. Visit noosafestivalofsurfing.com for all the details.
At HV Aluminium, order a Fleximum patio cover screen enclosure or pool enclosure before the 23rd and pay no labour cost. Plus, there's no labour cost on the Paradise Room or the Eclipse opening roof, but only until the 23rd of this month at HV Aluminium.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Save on UE Epic Boom portable speaker, now under $400. 5-year warranty on this Euromade oven, now under $500. Save over $400.
Cloud band, which is stretching along most of the east coast due to a low, is behind the wet weather, bringing showers and storms. Showers also for the top end. Tomorrow, humid onshore winds will trigger more rain and thunderstorms along much of the coast. At this stage, the heaviest falls are expected around northeast New South Wales and southeast Queensland. Rain also on the way for Tasmania. Well, a break in the rain across most of the Hunter today, even some sunshine, but it was very humid. 24 the top at Nobbies, 28 at Lake Macquarie, 29 at Maitland and Williamtown, 29 also at Singleton. Scone topped out at 32 degrees. Tomorrow, showers yet again, heavy at times with a chance of an afternoon thunderstorm. Winds northeasterly around 20 k's. 27 the top at Nelson Bay and Newcastle, also at Toronto and Wyong. 28 expected at Cessnock, 29 the top at Muswellbrook and Singleton, 29 also at Merriwar and Scone. Coastal waters information and seas 1.5 metres with a 1 metre swell off the Hunter coast. The sun is up at 5 to 6 and it will set at 6 minutes past 8. The morning low is at 7 minutes past 12 and again in the afternoon just before 2 o'clock. Taking a look at the 7-day outlook now for Newcastle. Storms and rain on the way tomorrow, but they should ease on Sunday with up to 4 mils expected. Showers continuing on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, looking partly cloudy, a top of 31 degrees, and some showers likely yet again on Thursday. Scone gets set for a wet few weeks with storms likely, up to 7 mils expected tomorrow and on Sunday. 35 the top on Wednesday, and for Gosford, storms and 26 tomorrow. And that is NBN News for this Friday. A current affair is up next and we'll have updates throughout the evening. Thanks for your company from all the team here. Good night.
Hello, I'm Leila McKinnon. Welcome to A Current Affair. Youth crime. Politicians are always promising to fix it. They bring in tough new laws. But for some regions, there aren't even enough police to enforce them. And the residents are at breaking point.
Frustrating, it's maddening, it's disgusting knowing that they're doing this and they're doing it for just strictly the fun of it and to show off.
Stop this from happening in our little towns. We've had enough of things happening in our little towns.
Get out!
Get out of there! Come on, go get.
Got you on camera!
You're all on camera, mate, eh?
They don't give excuse my language, but they don't. And that's what pisses me off. That's what makes me so angry. Someone's gonna get hurt or worse, killed.
Got locked up too easy and now I'm on TV.
Welcome to Kingaroy, peanut capital of Australia. It's quiet and quaint, but it and the surrounding towns of Mergen and Wondai are in the grips of a youth crime epidemic. If residents haven't been broken into or had a car stolen, they know someone who has.
Our town used to be a quiet little country town. You know, you could say hello to Bob and Joe walking down the street. Now you don't know who to trust.
Kayla is a local mum whose car was stolen 2 days after Christmas.
Angry, upset, devastated. I don't feel safe in my own home.
She held out hope it'd be found by police and returned, but like so many, it was burnt out, leaving her husband and their little boy stranded.
Just up in flames because they don't care.
Locals say there are multiple groups of young offenders, some younger than 10, roaming the streets through the early hours of the morning. The car these teenagers were captured breaking into on Christmas Eve is a hire car. The owner's actual car had already been stolen and trashed.
They've done this to so many different families and they don't care.
Natasha has lived in the region since she was a child. She says the crime has never been as frequent or as serious. These are her and her partner's cars being driven around by teenagers who broke into Natasha's home to steal the keys while the family were asleep on Boxing Day evening.
They're posting online, boasting about stealing your cars. How does that leave you feeling?
Very, very mad, very frustrated.
Her partner's work ute was found torched in the nearby community of Cherbourg. Her car found severely damaged.
Yeah, just I guess angry that they took that away. So sorry. In a heartbeat, really.
Inside the family's ute were Christmas presents they'd received the day before.
Knowing that they just took all of that as well as the vehicles, it's awful. It's a terrible feeling.
Yeah, I've got another fella. He's hiding behind a house.
Officers have recently had some success apprehending alleged offenders in the area.
Come here now, you're under arrest.
Arresting a 14-year-old boy in Cherbourg on New Year's Day. And later that evening, a 20-year-old man who waded into floodwaters running from police. Both have been charged with a raft of offences and have been refused bail, but locals know a number of offenders remain on the run.
The police have actually told us that some of these people are repeating, like going back to the same places again. So it's scary and awful to think that they may come back.
How worried are you for your community?
I'm very worried for our community, and I've watched our community going backwards.
Heather Phillips is a local business owner in Wondai, situated on the
laws. Does that give you some comfort at all?
No, and I voted for this. We all voted for this because of what was going on. I look around and I think this is not what I came to Wondai for. This is not the Wondai I know.
The region's local member also happens to be Queensland's new Attorney-General, Deb Frecklington. She was unavailable for an interview, but told A Current Affair,
"The crime wave the South Burnett has faced is disgraceful. I know people are frustrated because I am too. The state, including the South Burnett, is dealing with the fallout of young, hardcore offenders who were allowed to run wild for a decade under the old government. I've been speaking directly to the Police Minister about not only the issues of the past week, but also police resourcing in the region."
A spokesperson from Queensland Police confirming they're adopting
an agile and borderless policing approach,
where
Wondai Station is provided night shift coverage from neighbouring stations.
Also telling us a total of 75 people have been charged with 185 offences across the region over the past month.
Get your bottom out of that ivory hat tower. Come on down.
I will feel safer. I will be happy when it actually starts bringing in results.
It's a beautiful place. It's just that we need the resources and we need this to stop happening.
It's called Camp Magic for a very good reason. It's a place where kids can be kids and leave a traumatic experience at the front gate.
These kids are having a ball.
How have the first couple of days of camp been?
Fun.
Fun.
Good and fun.
That's
and fantastic.
And fantastic.
It's exactly what they need. They've been forced to face enormous challenges far beyond their years.
Feel the Magic is a place for grieving kids to come and meet other kids the same as them. They've all lost someone really important to them.
Feel the Magic helps kids who've lost a parent, a guardian or sibling. And at Camp Magic, they learn coping strategies and build emotional resilience.
It mainly made me more confident to tell more people about what happened and stuff.
Siblings 11-year-old Michael and 13-year-old Giselle have returned to Camp Magic for the second time. 10 years ago, they tragically lost their 2.5-year-old brother, Casper. Mum Genevieve is bravely sharing their unthinkable story.
I was on a mission to buy some bread rolls for our business, and I said to the kids, you know, just wait in the car, espera, which is wait in Spanish, while I took the trolley back. And I remember when I got back to the car on the return from putting the trolley back by the shop, I sat there and it was absolutely silent. And then when I reversed, it went over a bump. And I stopped and looked behind me, and then I saw Casper wasn't there. I jumped out of the car, ran around the back to the front, and I found him lying face up under the front of the car.
Life would never be the same.
He loved the song Happy by Pharrell Williams, and he'd do this little dance like a little penguin. And sometimes that song will come on and, you know, it's bittersweet. So it brings me joy, but I also feel like crying.
The Engleharts are learning to cope with their loss. Michael's taken up ice hockey and Giselle loves ice skating.
How do you find these sports help the kids?
It's really beneficial on so many different levels. The proprioception, so their body awareness really helps with the trauma and their emotional regulation. And the community. Much like Feel the Magic, it's about the community.
Giselle's training as often as she can, and she hopes to compete soon. She says Feel the Magic's given her the confidence.
What was it like when the kids walked through the door at home after being at Feel the Magic camp?
Yeah, it's just incredible, the difference. Like I really, for the very first time last July, I saw them to be happy children. You know, it was like a massive weight had lifted off my shoulders, off their shoulders. It was incredible.
I lost my dad, and it was a very slow, painful journey over 4 years. And then 3 days after his passing, my grandmother died, so...
It must have been very difficult.
Yeah.
First-time campers Ellie and Emily have both lost their fathers.
What have you learnt so far at camp?
That it's okay to cry or talk about the people you've lost, and being here has made me a little bit more happy because we've been talking about it, and it makes me feel much lighter than keeping it in.
At Camp Magic, each child is paired with a trained volunteer mentor who provides emotional support. This year, father-daughter duo Olivia and Tim are both mentors. Now 18, it's Olivia's first time on the job. It's dad Tim's 6th.
I think being a camper, your mentor gives so much to you, to be there for you through the weekend and support you and go through the emotions with you. And I think it sort of really changed my life a lot. And so I think I really just wanted to be able to give back and be able to do that for another camper.
At the age of 12, Olivia lost her sister, Stephanie.
She was at a friend's sleepover, and the following morning she suddenly collapsed. And it turned out that between her heart and left lung, she had a tumour that was growing, and that's what, she sort of went into respiratory arrest and cardiac arrest, and they had to call a ambulance to come around to do CPR.
Feel the Magic has helped Tim and Olivia come to terms with their devastating loss.
When we dropped her off to camp, we were all a bit nervous, but then after camp was finished and we picked her up, it was like a different child.
You have to see it to believe it, but Camp Magic is a happy place. Among the group sessions and expert-led workshops, these kids are given the opportunity to be kids.
While they're here, they do a series of psychoeducation therapeutic sessions, and we empower them to be able to self-soothe, self-care and self-regulate. But outside of those therapeutic sessions, they just do fun activities like high ropes, and they just play, have fun.
Christie's co-founder of the organisation, which has been operating since 2013.
We are very much in the preventative space of helping kids to avoid long-term mental health issues.
This year, 2025, is Camp Magic's 10th anniversary, a decade of dedication.
We teach.
Was that awesome? Yeah. Is that the best part of camp?
Iconic tournament like the...
Cheers.
While the rest of us relaxed over Christmas, Melbourne Park has been heaving with preparations for the 2025 Australian Open.
The eyes of the world are in Melbourne.
Players have touched down from all over the world. Just before the tournament kicks off, they're hitting base gym while Melbourne dishes out 4 seasons in a day.
The challenge we give to the team every year is a minimum of 50% of the site needs to completely transform and change from the previous year.
Trying to catch tournament boss Craig Tiley for a chat proved tricky as he stops to speak with officials and world-famous chefs throughout the park.
Nice to see you. Every place, we have a different restaurant than we've had before.
We've got all taste buds covered, all cuisines covered. We've got over 15 cuisines.
Over at Courtside Bar, head of food and drink experiences Fern Barrett spills on the tournament's signature cocktail, the Grey Goose Lemonade.
Passion fruit syrup mixed in with some Grey Goose vodka, French lemonade. Pretty good, huh?
Oh my gosh. It's good.
Probably the biggest thing where fans are going to experience this year is shade all over the place.
You'll find shade and champagne at the Piper Heidsieck Champagne Bar, right next to Rod Laver Arena.
With a proper bar where you can sit, relax, enjoy a French food-inspired menu. You can also, of course, enjoy champagne from Piper Heidsieck House.
What's the best food at the Australian Open?
That's like asking me to choose my favourite child.
Yeah, well, I'm asking. Choose your favourite child.
Well, I've got to say, if you want a sweet treat whilst at the Aussie Open, the Peach Melbourne is our signature taste of the tournament, and that's a beautiful soft serve, vanilla soft serve with fresh raspberries and a peach puree.
Debbie Sapansis and Gidget Ricker have been a duo running the Player Beauty Bar together for 27 years.
This is one of our beauty rooms. This is where the players come in and have their beautiful facials.
They come in, they have haircuts, they have reshape, they have styling, they get prepped for their photo shoots. So the first time we came in 1999, we looked after Martina Hingis.
So on the night, Martina Hingis wins the final, and then what happens? She comes down here quickly?
Oh, we get a call. We had 5 minutes. She's still sweating, out of the shower, dripping hair, very timid. Gidget's drying the hair, I'm doing her makeup, trying to put lipstick on. Her mum's there, the entourage is there saying, 2 seconds to go.
How exciting to be part of that.
It's so special. I mean, we pinch ourselves, don't we, Deb?
Now, if there's one place the world's best tennis players have in common, this is it. The Walk of Champions, an iconic walk we have seen every legend of the game take in those nerve-wracking seconds before stepping out onto Rod Laver Arena. But I'm told it's getting a little zhuzh, so watch this space.
If the players are happy, that then flows on to the experience the fans get.
For those keen on staying courtside, it's all eyes on Alex de Minaur, who may just have what it takes to break a 20-year-long drought. Not since 2005 has an Aussie reached the Australian Open men's final.
What a comeback.
And as far as rising stars go, Emerson Jones is the one to watch. The 16-year-old from the Gold Coast is currently the world #1 junior.
When the main draw starts on Sunday, for $59 as an adult, you come in and you have the entire day of entertainment.
In week 1, kids' ground passes are $15. Children 2 and under are free.
We are in Australia's first M&M store.
Once your kids find this place, there's every chance you won't see a serve all day, except the one you do at the M&M store's interactive Ace Shot experience.
We've got an iconic colour wall unit where you can come and pick and mix your M&M flavours. And then if you've got a bit more of a sweet tooth, you can always fill this tube, so this M&M's tube, and fill it, and we'll personalise it for you with your name. I'll be back.
And we haven't seen her since. Don't forget you can catch all the tennis action right here on 9. Next, bigger, smarter and more quirky. We take a look at all the latest tech set to hit our shelves.
Personally, I think it's the weird and wonderful things at CES that makes it fit in so well in Las Vegas.
This is the place to be. The stage is set. Absolute mayhem in Melbourne. Oh my goodness. Oh, amazing. Oh, have you ever seen anything better? The Australian Open in a nutshell.
Travel, one little word that means the world to us. Trafalgar doesn't just take you places. It opens doors to extraordinary experiences. It's connection. It's freedom. It's discovery. Trafalgar, tour differently.
Fresh, hand-picked Australian stone fruit. The perfect touch of summer sweetness. With great fresh specials, like Australian yellow or white nectarines, just $3.50 a kilo. That's the taste of an Aussie summer from the fresh food people.
Oh!
Get 2 designer pairs, no gap, with selected health funds.
We have the same. I mean, tickets are just so like...
Must have gone to Specsavers.
Amart's flash sale is on now. For a limited time only, save 20 to 50% off all lounges, sofas and recliners. With over 2,000 styles and designs to choose from. Hurry, offer ends Sunday. Shop in-store or online today at Amart.
You know I love you, Jarvis, but there's just no way you'd be able to get dinner on the table in under 20 minutes like this. Planning even just a few dinners a week with HelloFresh can help in a lot of little ways. HelloFresh, hello dinner.
It's back. AGL's NBN Saver. Fast speed, big savings with home fast internet. Just $69 a month for the first 6 months when you bring your own modem and have AGL Energy. Switch to AGL Internet today and join the change.
This is BritBox. Yes, even more streaming telly.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But it's British.
Sorry?
Brand new shows, classic favourites, and coming soon, exclusive new seasons of Silent Witness, Call the Midwife, and Death in Paradise. Direct from the BBC, only on BritBox.
I'm sorry?
No contract, no ads, no bother.
I don't need to apologise to you, do I? I'm sorry, and you are?
BritBox. Watch with a free trial now.
G'day, I'm Russell Coyte. These latte sippers will soon discover that out here is no place for a fancy electric vehicle. They're in for a world of pain.
No, battery-powered toys won't last long in this sandpit.
Where are they? I'll need a tow in.
Jeez!
Whoa.
Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid EV. Australia ready.
Well, that's never happened before. Well, once.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
For student devices, see the experts at Harvey Norman. Laptop prices start from just $348. Save $530 on the latest Asus Swift Go Copilot PC. Or save $350 on the versatile and powerful HP Envy X360. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now. Go! Harvey Norman clearance on now. Save on UE Epic Boom portable speaker now under $400. 5-year warranty on this Euromade oven now under $500. Save over $400 on the Shark Stratos Pet Stick Vacuum. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now. Go!
Travel, one little word that means the world to us. Trafalgar doesn't just take you places. It opens doors to extraordinary experiences. It's connection. It's freedom. It's discovery. Trafalgar, tour differently.
Welcome back. We spend close to $30 billion every year on consumer electronics. And every year there are bigger, smarter and weirder things to buy. This year, manufacturers have brought some wild new inventions to the Las Vegas convention.
There's over 160,000 people here at CES in Las Vegas, the biggest tech show in the world, where brands show us their latest products and retailers decide if it's right for you, the consumer, to buy. And the biggest product of the show is always TVs, and this year they're going to be bigger than ever. Chris Mayer from Hisense.
It's really impressive to have that 116-inch. You know, there's a point of pride for us, of course, but it's not just about the size, it's about the quality as well. If there was someone that brought a 117-inch out, if they can't meet what we've done with the color accuracy and the brightness on this, it doesn't matter to us.
It's a similar theme for Jason Carrick at TCL.
The Australian market has always been about bigger is better, and we're facilitating that by expanding our large range with those additional sizes in 85, 98 and the 115-inch.
Tony Brown from LG has something very different coming to Australia.
LG OLED T. It's got a transparent screen. So the great news is your content looks fantastic when the screen is on, and it blends beautifully into your home when it's turned off.
And Jeremy Senior from Samsung is cutting the cable to your TV.
So the TV has a power cord, plugs into a power point. The wireless One Connect box can be somewhere else in the room with all of your accessories plugged in. So your aerial, your PlayStation console, your Xbox, your streaming platforms, your cable TV box, all plugged in, out of sight, focus is on the TV.
Anyone who's driven a modern car knows just how much technology is packed inside. BMW's revealed their new cars will have an infotainment screen that spans the entire width of the dashboard.
For a pillar-to-pillar display right in the windshield.
Lawrence Maxton from BMW.
It allows completely new interior designs. There's no plastic instrument cluster anymore, while at the same time information is much closer to the road than ever before. If it's turned off, you don't see it. While at the same time, once it is turned on, the technology supports that it's visible for everyone in the car.
Sometimes the things we find here are answers to questions that nobody asks, like a drone that you can fly that comes in the back of your car. Not everything at a tech show at first looks like technology. For example, the humble John Deere tractor, now packed with technology. It's autonomous, it can do far more around the farm, because there's just not as many people who want to be farmers. We've all seen the news where we see floods in disaster areas, we see people sandbagging. This is the Flow Stop flood barrier, inflatable barrier for your door. So basically you're looking at $600, but you put it in your doorway, you pump it up, and it creates an airtight seal for that door. You could put them all around your house. This could be a game changer in disaster zones. And of course, there's always going to be robots in our future. Some more useful than others. David Chian from Ecovacs Robotics.
It's definitely a fun time. You see all this innovation popping up left and right. And all of these products, they're coming to Australia because I think Australia is such an amazing market.
Do you think they'll do a trip to Australia?
Harvey Norman clearance on now. 10% off already low prices on selected big brand mattresses and adjustable bases from Sealy Posturepedic, King Coil by AH Beard, Sleepmaker and Tempur. Premium Dunlop pillow or Tempur pillows only $99. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Delicious tender chicken breast. So many ways to enjoy it this summer. On special this week with Australian fresh RSPCA approved chicken breast fillets bulk tray, now $9.50 a kilo. Save $1.50 a kilo. That's summer from the fresh food people.
At TAFE New South Wales, we believe everyone has a gift. Find yours in plumbing, carpentry or engineering and help build more homes to support our communities. Enrol today for Semester 1, 2025. Search TAFE New South Wales.
And yes, we're on. The tent is in play. We know where it'll go. Throw is good, and that is a tent.
Being an outdoor legend feels pretty good. That BCF and feeling is BCF and fun. Hey!
For student devices, see the experts at Harvey Norman. Great value on Motorola G75 with buds under 500. JBL True Wireless headphones only 128. Save $350 on this Garmin smartwatch now under 400. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Rich lost his gut, but kept his love for sports. Brett lost 29 kilos and saved heaps on lunch. Mark shook the weight and got his mates on board. Jake lost weight on the go, while Matt swapped overweight for poolside swagger. We've helped more than 2 million Aussies shake the weight, and we can do the same for you. The Man Shake, now with 25% off at themanshake.com.au.
Australia's biggest back-to-school shoe sale is on now at Williams. Get 25% off school shoes by big brands Colorado, Lynx, Clarks and Rock. Plus a free gift with every school shoe purchase. All backed by our famous price match and perfect fit guarantees. Walk this way into Williams today.
Discover the King 1977 sofa, featuring flexible modularity, removable covers and lasting comfort. Sale packages from only $19.90. Hurry, sale ends soon.
Harvey Norman clearance on now with hot offers on all the big brands. Save on TVs and audio, washers and dryers, fridges and cooking, vacuums, coffee machines and more. Hurry, don't miss the deals. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
You want to smoke, sis?
Nah, I think I'm ready to quit.
Solid.
McDonald Jones' huge homemade sale is on now. Hundreds of designs, all packed with unbeatable value. And starting from just $298,000. Now that's home made affordable. Start today and visit a display.
Well, girls and boys, it's been another very exciting day for our friend Big Dog. Lots of adventure and fun for everyone. But now it's time for Big Dog to say goodnight. Good night, Big Dog. Good night, girls and boys. Sweet dreams.
Tomorrow night, Queen Mary.
There's something
she has prepared for 20 years
about Mary.
Now it's time.
In Denmark with Australia's Queen and her King.
They want to do things their own way.
Even after that royal scandal.
What happened in Madrid?
And what's next?
Do you think they'll do a trip to Australia?
That is tomorrow, and that's our program. I'm Layla McKinnon. Thank you for your company. I hope you have a great evening.
Welcome to the Redlands Coast, about 25 k's from the centre of Brisbane. Today I'm working with Marty and Sarah, who are on the hunt for the perfect downsizer. And these aren't the downsizers that you'd imagine. They're not packing up the van and hitting the road. In fact, they are so busy with their teenage daughters and their 25-year-old son travelling the world, following their pursuits, that they just don't have time for acreage. Of course, they would love to stay in the region. This is their home. They've lived here all their lives. So today I will meet Sarah and Nari, her friend who knows real estate in this area inside out. It's going to be a great day. Come and join us on the Beach House Hunt.
Hi, I'm Sarah Allen.
I'm Nari Ewings.
And Nari and I have been friends for about 10 years. We met through when I purchased a property down here with my husband Martin, and we've been friends since. We just hit it off and clicked. So obviously my husband's super busy, so I'm leaning on Nari, as always, to help me out.
I'm going to try to be the voice of Martin today, maybe the voice of reason a little bit, and sort of just rein Sarah in a fraction.
Oh, we love the water, so we love jet skiing, boating, paddleboarding. The Redlands Coast is just literally the best family feel. It's just a really nice community.
It's like a big country town.
So my girls have a little bit of a different lifestyle. They're both international sports aerobics athletes. One of my daughters is homeschooled because she does so much training, and we're always either interstate or overseas for the girls, so we lead a pretty busy lifestyle. My wish list as an audience.
Good morning! Sarah, it's lovely to see you.
Nice to see
Great
you.
to have you with us on
Thank
today's
you.
journey.
Thanks, Shelley.
All right, we're going to find you and your family the perfect home today.
Wonderful.
I can feel it in my bones.
Yay.
We're here on the Redlands coast, which has obviously been home to you for a long time. What is it that you love about this area?
We've got so many friends here. It's a beautiful spot, lovely for the kids to grow up in. So many things to do. Beautiful breezes.
Yes, well it is. It's a glorious Queensland day. We couldn't ask for better. Well, here we are, house number 1. It is beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yes. The outside of the house, beautiful. Best looking house in the street, stunning.
It's got a great facade, doesn't it?
I love that Hamptons look. It's just beautiful.
It's stunning. I really love the triple garage.
That would be awesome for the girls.
Yeah.
Oh, so what, not even a car going in there?
No car going in, just full dance studio for the girls.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's move inside and see if there's something for anyone else in the family.
Let's hope.
Come on.
Wow. This is beautiful, so bright, airy. So that upstairs kitchen is absolutely stunning. The tiles, the flooring.
It's really open and it's got a really great flow upstairs as well, out to that entertaining deck.
I love that butler's pantry. You can put everything in it and close the door.
Yeah.
The home is 7 years old, but it presents as brand new.
Doesn't look 7 years old.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Beautiful.
So except with the master upstairs and the kids downstairs, how does that layout fit?
It's okay, it's good. It'll be adjusting for the girls because they're used to being with us all the time, but they're getting older. So I don't see it would be a big problem at all.
Well, head downstairs. As I said, there's a bit of a surprise there for you. I'll follow you down shortly and take a look around. Make yourselves at home.
We will.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Is this going to be a good space for Will?
I think this is amazing for Will. Shut off from the girls, his own space. Like, it's definitely what we need so that he can still, you know, have his own basic house in our house.
Yeah, awesome. The bedrooms were a really good size downstairs too.
Bedrooms were a great size downstairs for the girls.
What did you think of the master?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Love the walk-in robe. So what did you think of the garage for the girls?
It's really good. I mean, whether the girls are dancing or whether Will is driving as well, or whether you guys just need more storage, I think it's really good.
Yeah, it's a perfect size. It's so big, like one
Awesome.
of the biggest I've seen.
Let's go find Shelley.
Okay.
You love all these established trees.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it makes you
beautiful.
feel like you're back on Oak Ridge.
Yes, they're nice and the privacy.
Yeah,
Private.
beautiful. Ladies, tell me all about it.
Love the separate area downstairs for William. That's perfect. Bedrooms are a great size. Kitchen, what can you say? Stunning. Garage, perfect.
Is it? So the roof is high enough in there for the girls
Definitely,
to
for
do
them to
whatever?
jump and, yep, not knock themselves out. That's
Yeah,
great.
great, okay. Well, let's talk price.
I think around the 135.
No?
I think she's on the money.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think she's got it.
Yes, the vendors are looking for offers over 1.3.
Right.
So, yeah.
I think the price is a good price. It's what you'd expect to pay here.
I think it's really fair. I think you're getting a lot of value for your money here, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can pack a punch.
Take a mental picture. Let's move on to house number 2.
Excellent.
But maybe this is the one.
Maybe.
We've set the bar really high. You know, it's house 1 is looking really good at the moment.
It is.
But let's
It
see
is.
what else is there. Coming up.
Wow. It's just gorgeous.
It's absolutely stunning. It's like something out of a magazine.
This is what I've been waiting for my whole life.
20 new hearts.
My role is to serve my husband. I want to serve them in like every possible way.
I feel like a fraud. Someone's supposed to love you first.
Will fall head over heels.
I'm so sorry. What?
It all starts Monday, Jan 27 on 9.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Save on UE Epic Boom portable speaker, now under 400. 5-year warranty on this Euromade oven, now under 500. Save over 400 on the Shark Stratos Pet Stick Vacuum. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
It's Autobahn's sizzling summer clear out. Get 25% off Bowden's Car Care and save over 40% on this Pioneer touchscreen receiver and reverse camera combo. Now $449.99. Autobahn.
Low prices.
It's days like these. Rediscovering a new freedom. Living in a luxury home. In a luxury world-class resort. This is my time at Palm Lake Resort.
The Snooze Super Summer Sale is on now. Save up to 50% off selected mattresses, including Sealy, Madison and Tempur, and up to 40% off selected bed frames. Sale ends soon.
Amazing what a little snooze can do. Your hair says a lot about you, but it doesn't need to say dandruff. Head & Shoulders is dermatologically tested for daily use to wash away dandruff and give up to 100% protection. Head & Shoulders.
Zoe Jacobs, missing since 2003.
What makes you so sure she's still alive?
I think she left town after what she saw.
Zoe came to Xanadu the night she went missing.
People need to know what he did.
For 20 years, you've been hindering this investigation. I can't remember what's real and what I've imagined.
The brand new season of the Stan original series, Black Snow, now streaming only on Stan.
Oh!
Get 2 designer pairs, no gap, with selected health funds.
We have the same. I mean, tickets are just so like...
Must have gone to Specsavers. Ah, it's finally summertime. For a limited time, build a new Mojo home and get $65,000 off.
Hot deal on the versatile Asher 5-piece outdoor corner lounge dining setting, just $14.99. Relax this summer with an epic deal on the Blake 4-piece outdoor lounge, only $12.99. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
This program brought to you by Harvey Norman. Huge store-wide clearance on now for a limited time only.
Previously,
Nari and I have been friends for about 10 years and we've been friends since. We just hit it off and clicked.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to find you and your family the perfect home today.
Wonderful.
Feel it in my bones.
Wow. This is beautiful, so bright.
Property number 2, we are sticking with the Hamptons theme for now, which is perfect for bayside living.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Take a look around. This is basically a no-maintenance property, not a low-maintenance property.
Oh, I love that. Love that.
That sounds easy, doesn't it?
Sounds so good. Spa?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. If that's not a greeting for guests, I don't know what is.
That's it. Can you imagine people coming over and just going straight into that spa and not even coming in the front door?
That would be bizarre.
Oh my gosh.
And then, as I said, still the same beautiful facade as the last property. Those lovely soft greys and whites.
Yeah.
And again, no maintenance.
I know, I love it.
That sounds really attractive.
Perfect. Wow.
Yeah.
This is really nice.
It is really nice.
Yeah.
It's really open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the openness.
So the layout of this one is pretty much the reverse of house number 1. All the bedrooms are upstairs, and then you've got this beautiful living space.
This is gorgeous.
It's definitely got the wow factor. You know, it's got the kitchen, it's got the butler's pantry, which is really big. It's got extra dishwasher in there again as well.
It actually feels homely and like you'd want to just spend your whole summer here.
Yeah. You do feel like you've got a lot more space here, living-wise, and then out, obviously, onto the beautiful alfresco area.
That's gorgeous, yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Having no bedrooms downstairs, is that a concern?
Well, it just depends on how we can accommodate for William, but if we can do that, then yeah, that's not a problem either.
The master is upstairs, plus all the other bedrooms. Go and have a look up there, and then I'll meet you by surprise number 1.
Excellent.
See you soon.
Wow, there's so much natural light here.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
Wow.
What do you think about the kitchenette in here? He can make you a cup of tea in bed at night.
He can make me a cup of tea in bed. It's different.
It is a little bit different.
I'm not sure if I'm in love with it, to be honest. I don't know if Marty's going to love that kitchen area in the bedroom, but we'll see.
See if we can kind of into making a cup of tea in bed or something like that instead.
Yeah, 100%.
Hi. I did say there was 1 or 2 surprises out here. The first being a whole outdoor kitchen.
Wow.
Might need to put a bar fridge in.
Definitely.
Check that out. Cupboards, there is a fun.
Damn it.
But it is a fabulous alfresco area.
Beautiful,
It's stunning
yeah.
out here. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
We obviously have a pool. Yay! Yay! How can you live in Queensland without a pool?
Come down here and that whole pool, alfresco, it's just gorgeous.
It's absolutely stunning. It's like something out of a magazine.
It is, it does. It looks like a magazine.
Yeah.
Let's hope if we end up getting it, it can stay like a magazine.
What do you think this one might go for?
I'm hoping that this is around the 1.4. It's got the pool and the spa and a separate granny flat. I feel like that may be a little bit higher, definitely.
145. It's on the market for.
I think it's really good value.
Yeah, so
I think it's got a lot that's here for it. I know that it's still in the budget for you guys, so it's just up to you and Marty to kind of decide, you know, price-wise where you're really going to see it. But I think it's really fair.
Ready for house number 3? Let's go. Let's do it.
Coming up.
Okay, I will need you to use your imagination.
Wow.
Can you picture yourself here?
Farmhouse sink, beautiful.
It's got that wow coming in. I think it's got that, you know, beautiful coastal feel with the warmth on the floor as well.
It's January. Where the hell is everyone? That's it, group chat time.
Carlos, what are you doing?
What we always do, Says. The best news, the best weather, the best sport, the best entertainment, the best everything.
Hey, I'm in the country.
School holiday!
Who is this?
Guys, we've got to get into 2025 early.
Oh, mate, not this early. Hey, we're not back till Monday.
All right, I guess I'll just stay here then.
Carl and Sarah return Monday.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Great value in the Coro fabric modular sofa. Versatile design, just $2,499. Epic deal on the Kyoto 5-piece round dining setting with extendable table, only $14.99. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Oh,
Get 2 designer pairs, no gap, with selected health funds.
we have the same. I mean, tickets are just so like.
Must have gone to Specsavers.
Rebels. Pioneers. Reusable bag slingers. No one dictates their dinner. They're Aldi to the core. Aldi. Good different.
Extreme hair damage versus 3-minute miracle. Who's going to win? This is Pantene Miracles, and this is how it repairs 3 months of damage in 3 minutes. My hair wins, thanks to the Pro V formula with collagen from new Pantene Miracles.
Sarah dropped 21 kilos like a boss. Nat shook off 16 kilos and her inhibitions. Annie dropped the weight and her one piece. Now you can lose weight your way with 25% off at theladyshake.com.au.
At the Plush Summer Sale, save 50% off the Ryder leather sofa, now $19.95. Or the Aiden fabric sofa, only $14.95. That's half price. Only at Plush.
Think so fast, think Plush.
The passion, that satisfaction, you can feel the excitement when we talk about tiles.
A fair price and treat everybody exactly the same.
Tiles for your walls, tiles for your floor, save more at Tile Warehouse.
He took them to the...
There's a theme today, isn't there?
Yeah. Wow, this is really nice. Nice and clean.
Again, we're all white this time, no shades of grey.
No
Really
shades of
nice.
grey. I like it. Very
Beautiful.
nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, it might need a little bit more of an imagination, so you can put your own stamp on this one.
We can do that. I'll need your help.
Let's go. Some nice natural light coming in this way.
Very nice.
Okay, I will need you to use your imagination.
Wow.
Can you picture yourself here?
Maybe, we'll see. I love the lighting under the counter. Farmhouse sink, beautiful. I love the kitchen. I love the farmhouse sink. I always say I want a farmhouse sink.
Yeah. It's got that wow coming in. I think it's got that, you know, beautiful coastal feel with the warmth on the floor as well. It's just really impressive coming into it.
And it does have that flow to the outside al fresco dining area, but as such, no sort of built-in Barbies or anything at this point.
That's okay. We can work with that.
We've worked with that. Well, head on upstairs and tell me if that's going to work for you. I'll be out here.
How do you feel about this room?
Love the wood panelling. Yep. Love that there's a bay glimpse.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise out there, isn't it?
That's a big surprise.
I love that we've still got the plantation shutters upstairs too. I think that's a really big bonus.
Yep. So the other bedrooms, I love the size of them. Yep. Love that they've all got ceiling fans as well, so not 24/7 ducted air all the time for the girls. Only concern is William.
Is there space for him?
I don't know. Don't think so.
All right.
We'll see.
You could fit a spa, you could fit a plunge pool.
Yeah, you could.
Could you have an outdoor kitchen? Yes, but it's going to be a little bit tighter.
Yeah, it will be a little bit tighter. It's still workable, but yeah, just tight.
I imagine too with downsizing, there's a lot that goes on with where do we fit all of our stuff?
It is. There's a lot of decluttering because, yeah, we don't have the space anymore, but we don't need the space. That's the thing. So the backyard isn't the size I would normally choose, but obviously we are downsizing, so I have to remember that. And, you know, what we're after is lock and leave, so this could be really good.
Well, let's see how the price goes with this one, whether it sits well with you or not.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking between 1.2, 1.3.
1.2 to 1.3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're spot on again.
Yeah. The price between 1.2 and 1.3 is great because if we want to do extra things like a spa, maybe a plunge pool, outdoor kitchen.
There's a little bit of budget left over to sort of like personalise it as well.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, well, you do have a lot to think about today.
Yep.
Very, you know, comparable properties. The fact that the styling is all very similar. So
very similar.
You can see yourself sliding straight on in.
Yep.
Just whichever one fits best.
That's it.
Awesome.
Yep, lots to talk about.
Yeah, well, give me a call when you decide.
We will.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Shirley.
Thank you.
Coming up.
Oh, so I have no idea where you sit with this.
Okay, so we've made a decision with a lot of help from Nori.
Good evening. It was nice to see a little bit of sunshine today, but the wet weather is set to return tomorrow. More heavy rain and storms for eastern New South Wales and Queensland. It'll be humid as well. Checking the temps, 27 at Nelson Bay, 27 also at Newcastle. Maitland should reach 27 degrees. Good night.
At Spotlight, the biggest sale ever continues with Coo Bamboo Cotton Sheet Set Queen Bed $69 and selected Coo Quilted Quilt Cover Sets Queen Bed $49, so you can make it, shake it and snuggle it for less, all backed by a bargain guarantee. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it.
Got me going like...
Rebels, pioneers, reusable bag slingers. No one dictates their dinner. They're Aldi to the core. Aldi, good different.
Experience Sri Lanka and all-inclusive Maldives from $3,299 per person, including flights. Visit Sri Lanka on a small group tour, then relax at a tropical Maldives resort. Search Tripadeal now.
At Aussie Broadband, we reckon there's more to the Aussie way than just this. Like actually helping a mate when they need it.
Dedicated support from onshore tech experts. That's Aussie Broadband. That's the actual Aussie way.
Take your hair care naturally from 0 to 100. Try herbal essences with 0 paraffins, parabens and colorants and 100% certified argan oil for naturally nourished hair.
The 10 Tenors are back and ready to celebrate 30 years of rock, pop and classical hits. Come along for an unforgettable evening. Civic Theatre, June 8th. Tickets at civictheatrenewcastle.com.au.
McDonald Jones' huge homemade sale is on now. Hundreds of designs, all packed with unbeatable value. And starting from just $298,000. Now that's home made affordable. Start today and visit a display.
Hunter Valley Gardens Christmas Lights Spectacular is back. More than 4 million sparkling lights, rides and entertainment. It's festive fun for all the family. For tickets, go to hvg.com.au.
Harvey Norman clearance on now with hot offers on all the big brands. Save on TVs and audio, washers and dryers, fridges and cooking, vacuums, coffee machines and more. Hurry, don't miss the deals. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Brothers and rivals with a flockload of problems.
Mad bastards.
Rams, Saturday 7:30 on 9 and 9 Now. This program brought to you by Harvey Norman.
I caught up with my old friend. You can sit here for hours and hours.
Oh, you can just pass the time here, and any time of day is a perfect time to be by the water here. Beautiful Moreton Bay, and depending on the weather, you know, even in the rain, it's beautiful. It is just such a beautiful location, perfect lifestyle on the Redlands coast, where you've got the, you know, Moreton Bay, the Southern Bay Islands. There's bushland areas, beautiful wetlands to explore, the wildlife, which is obviously I'm a softie for the wildlife, yes. And it's a great place for, you know, for families and anyone really wanting to have that beautiful work-life balance.
Look, this is an amazing part of the world, a great place to set up family.
Yes, it's a perfect blend of, you know, the coastal lifestyle. So you've got all of this beautiful water, but then there's also, you know, there's beautiful environmental areas as well. Just a wonderful, healthy lifestyle, and that's what it's all about.
I can see why Sarah and her family are so drawn to this area, but now I'm curious to find out if they've made their decision. Let's see which home they've chosen. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Oh, I bet you've had a couple of sleepless nights.
I have. It's been some big discussions, really big discussions between the family.
Well, it's a really big decision.
It is.
Isn't it? Okay, well, let's talk through the houses. House number 1 had the master upstairs with the living space, and then all the kids would be downstairs.
Yep.
And that triple garage. I mean, that's a winner.
It's a huge selling point, isn't it? Yeah,
that's
really big.
massive for us.
Yep.
That would be just absolutely perfect for the girls, and the fact that William had a kitchenette, great.
Yes.
Love upstairs, love that kitchen. Stunning, absolutely stunning. The only sort of negative, and it's not even a negative because you can fix it, is a pool of some sort in there, which is no big drama.
Which wasn't necessarily on your list.
Wasn't, but now I think it is.
Okay, so we saw a pool in house number 2.
Yes.
Which then had all the bedrooms upstairs and just living and family space downstairs.
Yep.
But William would have been out the back in the
Which is
studio.
good too. That was a gorgeous house. Yeah, I really liked that one. But again, some issues with that, with the garage space for the girls and the fact that we would have had to have, you know, taken that wall out and put a gym in there for them. So yeah, all in all, a nice place. Still a couple of issues with it though.
Okay, and then number 3, a blank canvas that you could do so much with.
Yeah.
But I know time isn't your greatest friend. You guys are
not my friend at all. So yeah, but again, brand new house, so amazing.
The garage still had potential as well.
It did. And you know, Will could go into that garage, and we currently hire a studio for the girls, so we could keep that up if we had to.
Oh, so I have no idea where you sit with this.
Okay, so we've made a decision with a lot of help from Nairi. So we're going to go with house number 2.
Oh, the beautiful blue tiles at the entrance.
Yes.
The fabulous alfresco.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, well that's really exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. So,
well look, I wish you all the best with the
much.
negotiation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for
so
having me
much.
along.
Sarah and her family have embraced their new chapter in beautiful Redlands, and I'm certain the girls are making the most of every sunny day.
Well, it is another picture-perfect day in Queensland. What else did you expect? And today, I have a feeling there's something in the water. We've got a really big personality that we're working with. Her name is Chrissy. She's got 3 teenage to teenage daughters and she is on the hunt for her forever home, which means she's happy to buy whatever she sees as long as it fits, so the budget's not a problem. She's brought along her friend Kelly to tell her the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I think we're going to have a good day hunting.
We definitely were not best friends.
Straight away? Say straight away.
Straight away. Our daughters became friends. And
she didn't want to be my friend.
I didn't want to be her friend.
But she wanted her kid to be my kid's friend. So mean.
We are now very, very good friends. Our daughters are also best friends.
Yeah, super cute. We're definitely family now. You're like my yin-yang.
I think I just bring her down a notch a little bit. Like, she's a lot and she just needs a bit of calming and a bit of common sense.
I want to choose a different partner. Kelly's doing the house hunt journey with me because husband Toby is a little busy at work and I think he trusts her more than me anyway, so it's a good option. So. My family, we were on the Gold Coast and we ventured up here for Toby's work.
Sorry, but there is an ant in her ear. About to go in her ear, sorry about that.
See, that's a good friend.
Sunny Coast is just beautiful. We have the best beaches, the lifestyle's amazing.
What's not to love on the Sunny Coast? Everyone's coming here. It's quiet, there's great schools. Yeah, we're not going anywhere.
We're looking for something that doesn't need too much work, doesn't need renovating.
Check.
Something with an amazing water view.
Yeah, we want water. Look, it needs to be big because I've got a big extended family. I like white, I like bright.
Flow from inside to outside.
Yeah.
Probably what you're after the most.
Nice lifestyle.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Sunshine Coast, Queensland, a slice of paradise where golden beaches meet lush hinterlands. Known for its laid-back lifestyle, vibrant local markets and stunning coastal walks, this region is a haven for nature lovers and foodies alike. From the bustling charm of Noosa to the tranquil beauty of the Glasshouse Mountains, the Sunny Coast offers something for everyone. A place where sunny days and a warm community spirit make every moment shine. Well, good morning. Come and join me in the shade.
Yes, please.
Yes. Thank you.
We're melting.
It's beautiful though, isn't
Beautiful.
it? That's why we're all here.
Absolutely.
You can't get enough
Yeah.
vitamin D. Chrissy, we're hunting for you, but obviously you've brought your confidant, your best friend, the truth teller.
The truth
teller. Like love.
Okay. Is when we came
Good
in.
car parking.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. You're not far off having kids with licences
No, I
either,
know.
so there's multi-vehicle parking
that's really,
here.
really valid. Nice inside?
Well, you tell me.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh,
so
that's
cool.
nice. Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
nice
good reno.
entry.
That's a good reno.
I like it.
That was easy.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Sold.
So,
Let's wrap this up. No, this is really nice, bright white light.
Yeah, gorgeous.
they're lost. I didn't think there would be a moment today where these two girls didn't have something to say. They had a full reno about 2 years ago, so everything is as new, from the floors right through to obviously entire paint job, new kitchen, new cabinetry, the works.
Wow. No, I love nothing to do. I can see the
yeah.
kids having brekkie already.
That's it. Two mums are going to appreciate this.
Oh. Yes. Oh, my God.
I know. I know.
Oh, wow. Oh, it just keeps going.
The master's over this side of the house.
Okay.
The other bedrooms are down here.
As usual.
Okay. Nice.
Oh,
good,
wow.
good. Instantly, it's going to be hard because I want a massive master because Toby's so...
That's right. It's maybe a little
Hubby's
on the small
tall,
side.
so she's pretty nice. Walk-in robe, en suite.
That's lovely. All right, let's go find Shelley.
Okay. You do that, don't you?
You do,
You really
yeah.
do go.
Yeah, it's a nice vibe.
Still speechless, even after the
Deceiving
whole
again.
tour.
Wow, big space.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Big space, bright space. Turf, you like the turf?
I do. I love my Lux Turf. I am a huge fan. A, because it's practical when you've got kids and pets, and it just makes everything look tidy all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
It instantly look clean,
That's right.
fresh,
Yeah.
manicured.
Really clever reno.
The pool's really beautiful. It's like an infinity kind of edge. It's nice.
Ticks, ticks.
Yes, that's
Yes,
nice.
I'm glad you're in agreement.
Yeah.
You said you're fairly flexible here, so let's play the game of how much do you think the vendors are wanting for this home?
Oh, geez. High twos?
Yeah, high twos, maybe 2.6 to 2.8.
Probably an early 2 to mid.
Offers over 2.5. So you're both in the ballpark.
She's good. It's a great start. It's a great price. As soon as we walked in and the grandness and the reno and how special it looked, I was wow factor. It got me. I can see myself here because I don't have to do anything besides the master.
It is a little bit small on the small side. I think Chrissy is getting a little bit too excited about this one. I think you maybe...
It's house one. We've got a long
It's house
day.
one. We've got a few more to have a look at, but I think we'll see what happens.
Oh, well, let's hope house number 2
Yes.
gives you as much joy as this
Right,
one.
let's go.
This was so much easier than I thought. Come on. Coming up.
Oh, I'm so glad it looks like this.
Oh,
wow.
Good evening. A man in his 30s has been stabbed to death at an out-of-control house party at Lake Macquarie. Police are tonight continuing their search for the killer, who is believed to have fled on foot. The death toll from the Los Angeles wildfires is still rising, with 10 people now confirmed to have been killed. Donald Trump and Barack Obama have put politics aside to farewell the late Jimmy Carter at his Washington DC funeral. And Nick Kyrgios is on the mend ahead of his Grand Slam return at the Australian Open, vowing to stop the sport from becoming boring. So with this, we'll have more news coming up soon.
The Plush summer sale is on now, with up to 50% off a huge range of leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off at the Plush summer sale. On now, 44 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think Selfless, think Plush.
This summer, it's all happening on Binge.
Feels good. I will never stop up until we know the answer to everything.
Welcome to the pit. Let's go save some lives.
Binge. It all happens here.
Whether it's time off screens, smashing fitness routines, or just spending time with your teens, Tennis Court Hire hits different.
Take your hair care naturally from 0 to 100. Try herbal essences with 0 paraffins, parabens and colorants and 100% certified argan oil for naturally nourished hair.
The Snooze Super Summer Sale is on now. Save up to 50% off selected mattresses, including Sealy, Madison and Tempur, and up to 40% off selected bed frames. Sale ends soon.
Amazing what a little snooze can do.
Pots Removals specialise in door-to-door service from anywhere in New South Wales all the way to WA. We'll move all of your fragile and precious items right to your door. Call Pots Removals and Storage today or go to potsgroup.com.au.
This goes out to the class of 2025. Beating the bell. Raising hell! Out of the bus. Run to fit in or run to stand out. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.
Experience Sri Lanka and all-inclusive Maldives from $3,299 per person, including flights. Visit Sri Lanka on a small group tour, then relax at a tropical Maldives resort. Search Tripadeal now.
Rebels. Pioneers. Reusable bag slingers. No one dictates their dinner. They're Aldi to the core. Aldi. Good different.
This is Mexico. This is a villa in Bali.
This is very nice.
All right.
Oh, look at the kitchen. That is divine.
Are you joking?
They have added a lot of texture. This is another level of sophistication.
Yeah.
They've done the work for you down here.
No, this is fire. I'm a big fan of this.
This is fire. That's going to be my new expression. I like that.
Fire.
You wait, you'll hear that on the blog this season.
This is fire.
This is a party bench. There's no doubt about
Beautiful.
it. Yeah.
This looks rich.
Did you see the butlers in the back?
No, show me. Oh, great. Okay, wow. This is another whole kitchen.
It is.
What is
just may as well have a seat.
Nice touch.
Beautiful stuff.
We've got a chair. Oh, what is this?
Heaps of storage. It's beautiful.
Find me something. Find me something that's not good.
I like it.
It's a great day out.
It's very organised.
It's too organised. There's just little nooks everywhere.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Yeah.
It looks good. And she signs on the dotted line.
Well, before you do sign a contract, can you please have a look upstairs?
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Oh, we've got to be...
This is beautiful.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Now, this is a good size. Much bigger. Oh, wow. You will love this.
What?
That is like a bedroom.
This is... We asked for a bigger master and you gave me 3 masters. Whatever that is, a shop.
This one's for Toby.
We've got to spend some coin up here, but who cares? Who cares?
You live down there anyway.
You live down there, you show off down there.
But you don't want to reno.
We need to go see Shell.
Absolutely.
Oh, here they come.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah? Sorry, I thought I'd lost you in the labyrinth that is upstairs.
Upstairs is going to need the money, but downstairs has had so much money spent on it that I see that as a saving. I think I could get it over the line.
Did you like the idea of the pool out the side and then this being
I think it's
more of an entertaining area?
This is your swimming, cooking dinner, snacking. This week come out, relax, barbecue, look at the boat. You got me a boat?
It's nice and private down here. I think downstairs is gorgeous and it would suit her perfectly. I just think with no renos to do would be better.
Do you not have confidence in Chrissy's ability, style?
But
time.
That's time
There's
and
no
money.
time.
And that's something she doesn't have anymore.
Because this is going to be a different budget.
What do you think the vendors would consider?
So I think probably around about the 4 to 5 mark for this one.
I'm sitting 5s.
They would consider offers over 5. You should be in real estate.
This is good. That's good.
It's a good price, yes.
She so needs you. That's why I now know why you're here. I now know why you're here.
Literally, she will walk in and buy anything. Yep, I'm sold. Done.
This took my breath away, this one.
Yeah.
This is going to be hard to beat.
Reno inside, downstairs.
The reno inside, downstairs. This isn't a reno, this is a new build.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I think you still need to spend a little bit of money.
Yeah, there's money to be spent upstairs, but it's bigger. It's big.
Oh,
and
the size is great. Absolutely. Toby would like that.
Where's the contract? Where's the contract?
Well, I've got one more home to show you.
Okay.
Maybe it's the one.
The one.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Coming up.
We have a decision. We are excited. Husband got it over the line as well, and he's happy.
Yes.
It will be. My poker face is so bad.
Terrible.
Venus and Serena Williams have made tennis history.
Discover where greatness began.
I'm Venus. I'm Serena.
They work as hard as they need to stay off these streets.
I think you might just have the next Michael Jordan.
Oh, no, brother man. I got me the next, too.
King Richard, next on 9 and 9 Now.
Every day is an opportunity to do as much or as little as you like at Palm Lake Resort. Our communities are built for your preferred over-50s lifestyle and offer an abundance of world-class facilities. You can look forward to forging new friendships, sharing great times, and making new connections. Find yourself again and again. New homes now selling. This is your time at Palm Lake Resort.
Got me going like...
Extreme hair damage versus 3-minute miracle. Who's going to win? This is Pantene Miracles, and this is how it repairs 3 months of damage in 3 minutes. My hair wins, thanks to the Pro V formula with collagen from new Pantene Miracles.
Get ready to get your hands dirty with super deals like Ryco Syntec oil filters. Club members save 20%. And Bendix brake cleaner, half price when you buy 3 or more. Nice shirt. Get your hands dirty super sale on now. Make it super. Super Cheap Auto.
Today, I took my family to the Australian Reptile Park. We saw prehistoric beasts and lots of creepy crawlies. And it's only 1 hour from Sydney and Newcastle.
The Australian Reptile Park, the best family fun day out.
The Nick Scully January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scully.
Enter the West Orange Motors Duntry League Classic and you can win a trip for two to any Voyagers. Golf Week. This 54-hole Stableford will be held January 18 to 21. Enter online at duntryleague.com.au/annual tournaments.
This is the place to be. It is a monumental task for anyone. The stage is set. Absolute mayhem in Melbourne.
Oh, wow.
Shake it, shake it.
Gotta go viral.
The Australian Open in a nutshell.
Previously, Kelly's doing the house hunt journey with me because husband Toby is a little busy at work.
We're looking for something that doesn't need too much work, doesn't need renovating.
Check.
Something with an amazing water view.
Yeah, we want water.
Gorgeous.
They're lost. I didn't think there would be a moment today where these two girls didn't have something to say.
I was well factor. It got me.
We went from Maroochydore obviously to Mooloolaba. This is another level of sophistication.
Yeah. There's just little nooks everywhere. This took my breath away, this one.
Yeah.
This is going to be hard to beat.
Lucky last.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's a nice entryway.
Paradisey. Oh, I feel relaxed.
It is.
I'm never playing poker with you. Really? Because you have been so engaged and excited about every house.
Serious.
You could live anywhere. It's kind of a combination of the two houses we've seen so far.
It feels spacious. The landscape's really nice.
It's modern, like you're not going to have to do a huge amount of work outside, which is
It's
good.
white. Best door entry to all day.
And the winner for the best door for today goes to house number 3. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, hopefully that continues.
Oh, I hope it continues.
Let's hope so.
Let's see what we've got.
Okay.
Home office over to the side.
That's
And a
good
media
space.
room, of course, depending on how you wanted to use the space, but really generous
That's
room
big.
sizes. Through to kitchen, living, dining.
Nice. Okay. It's smaller.
size.
Oh, I like it. I like the format coming in. I wasn't ready for this again.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Open,
outlook.
big.
Putting this on par with house number 1, having the kitchen in the middle, and then you had living and dining either end. This is more of, I guess, your traditional flow of open plan living.
I feel a little smaller than house 2.
The house literally goes block to block.
Yep.
I like the inclusion myself of the window through
light, doesn't it?
It brings
really
outside in
nice.
as well. Timber floors are beautiful, but then look
But
out
then
there.
out there, that's beautiful. The
I've
biggest
seen that.
space out there that we've been to today.
Can't wait to take you out there and have a little poke around, but please check out the bedrooms first.
Okay.
All right,
Let's
sounds
go.
good.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, that's nice.
This is a good size.
That's a good size.
Yeah.
And it's reno.
Yes. Nothing to do.
Water, check.
Beautiful.
Light, check. Reno, check.
nice.
Big, check.
Holy moly, this is like the size of a bedroom.
Okay, this is good. I don't have to touch a thing, Kel.
I like it.
I'm happy. Oh, no.
And you've got a really nice balcony out there.
This house is relaxing.
But I feel like you're going to have to reno this in maybe 5 years' time, and it's very spec home, which is not you.
Oh, she is ruthlessly honest.
You're really excited, but let's go check out the outdoor area.
Yeah, okay, okay. Outdoor's going to be a big part.
So lovely out here. They've done such a beautiful job. But I do feel like I need to give this little tree a drink before I go home.
Hello.
Weber Traeger pizza oven.
Done. You. Perfect.
Yeah, and not to mention that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I love the timber decking down to a new coped pool. Then there's another tier down to the canal where I can see my boat, and it's white and it's renoed. There's privacy screens. I like this one.
Yeah, it's nice. Not a huge amount of maintenance, which is good.
I love the fact that they've created separate areas. They've really done a beautiful job of creating rooms in their outdoor room.
And not one, not two for the kids, but then three again. Like, that's priceless.
Yeah. What do you estimate this home is on the market for?
Oh, I think fours. Is it got a 4 in it?
Does have a 4 on it?
Yeah. A high 4 or a middle 4?
4.5.
A middle 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. The outside of this place is the winner. I kind of just want you to take one area from 1, the other area from 2, and one area from 3 and put them together, and then I can make a decision.
No. Chrissy loves everything, and it's really hard to get a decision out of her, so it's tough.
Yeah, we've got some work to do.
Have a chat, take your time, and if you consider putting an offer in on something or you want to talk some more, just give me a call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We need to buy a house.
I think I could have showed her anything today. Who knows? She just likes shopping, like I do. Come on, little mate. So, I think you need a few more of those. I might have to get the hose. Coming up. But is there some ridiculous amount of craft beer houses in the area?
Absolutely, there's over 20 on the coast. We were the second one. We started in 2015. We're labelling ourselves as the craft beer capital of Australia because I think we have more breweries per capita than any other region in the country.
Good evening, Sophie Scanlon with the Sport Update. Nick Kyrgios says he will stop tennis from becoming boring as he returns from injury ahead of the Australian Open. The Tigers' Terrell May has run a marathon to prove he has what it takes to be one of the NRL's best. And after a decade, the Iron Series returns to Newcastle Beach tomorrow. Good night.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Amazing value in the Australian-made Sleepmaker Walton Deluxe Queen mattress, only $9.99. Plus hot deal on the Venus Queen bed with USB charging and LED lighting, only $9.99. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Uncover timeless, healthy-looking skin with Olay Regenerist. Formulated with...
Jules didn't think she could love the Topster any more than she already does.
How can I love you any more, T1
Until she got everyday pet insurance from Woolworths. Protection for T-Boy and 10% off a Woolworths shop every month. So she saves hundreds a year on groceries. It's pet insurance
that loves you back.
Make your insurance more rewarding. Make every day count.
It's Autobarn's sizzling summer clear out. Stock up on motor spray heavy duty degreaser, now 3 for $9.99. And members get this Castrol GTX oil half price, just $24.99. Autobarn.
Low prices.
Your hair says a lot about you, but it doesn't need to say dandruff. Head & Shoulders is dermatologically tested for daily use to wash away dandruff and give up to 100% protection. Head & Shoulders.
Rebels. Pioneers. Reusable bag slingers. No one dictates their dinner. They're Aldi to the core. Aldi. Good different.
Zoe Jacobs, missing since 2003.
What makes you so sure she's still alive?
I think she left town after what she saw.
Zoe came to Xanadu the night she went missing.
People need to know what he did.
For 20 years, you've been hindering this investigation. I can't remember what's real and what I've imagined.
The brand new season of the Stan original series Black Snow, now streaming only on Stan.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
This program brought to you by Wallet Wizard. Fast and easy cash. Conditions apply.
Nestled in the heart of the Sunshine Coast, Moffat Brewing Co. is where coastal vibes meet craft beer perfection. Known for its bold brews and relaxed atmosphere, it's a local favourite for beachgoers and beer lovers alike. And behind the taps, meet Matt, the passionate brewmaster who's pouring his heart into every pint, creating flavours as vibrant as the sunny coast itself. Matt, I've been told you are not only an authority on anywhere from Noosa to Tewantin to Caloundra, but you're also the craft beer man to chat to.
I'm not sure about the authority on the coast, but yeah, I like to think I know my way around a beer.
Well, let's ask, do you live on the Sunshine Coast?
I do, yes.
What do you love about it?
What's not to love? It's the weather's amazing, the people are great. I grew up in a small little town called Gunnedah, so I'm not rushing back there.
Fair call.
There's a bit of everything. Short little drive down to Brisbane if you want a bit of the big smoke, but look out there and we've got the waves and the weather, and it's just a beautiful spot to live.
Well, it sounds like you've brought your two loves together, the love of the ocean and your love of beer, here at Moffat Beach Brewing Co. But is there some ridiculous amount of craft beer houses in the area?
Absolutely, there's over 20 on the coast. We were the second one. We started in 2015. We're labelling ourselves as the craft beer capital of Australia because I think we have more breweries per capita than any other region in the country.
And how many brews does Moffat Beach Brewery actually make?
Look, we've got a core range of 5 beers that is available all year round. We have up to 20 different beers on tap at our other facility. We do seasonal stuff. Coming into autumn, we'll be doing some red beers, and then in winter, we'll be doing some darker beers, and then bang out some sour beers in summer.
So if you're not here for the surfing or the whale watching or the diving, come here for all-round seasonal beers.
Thanks, Shelley.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers.
What an incredible establishment Matt has crafted here on the Sunshine Coast. I could stay here all afternoon, soaking in the hops and the atmosphere, but I can't let craft beers cloud my focus. It's time to catch up with Kelly and Chrissy, who are busy brewing their own decision on which house to put an offer in. Hello!
Here she is.
Oh, I've missed you.
I missed you.
I've missed the energy. I missed the calm. It was so lovely working with you the other day.
Oh,
I had such a wonderful day in my office, so thank you.
Yeah, it was a great day.
It was a great day. Let's start with house number 1.
House 1 was that 90s original that had been renovated.
Yeah, love the styling there, out onto the water. House 1 was a
House.
vibe. Yeah, it felt like a home that had been lived in and it had been renovated really well, and I wouldn't have to do much inside, but I felt like outside might not have been enough just for where I'm at.
Okay, well, let's talk about house number 2, which had that wonderful Balinese-inspired garden out the front, that incredible rendering throughout the bottom floor, but not so much done to upstairs yet.
We were breathless, to be fair, when we walked in through those gates. It's not what I expected to be. I felt like we were in a
like you're in
Balinese
Bali.
villa, yeah.
It was beautiful.
We were in Mexico. We were cruising to Mexico for an hour.
House number 3 I found was sort of a little bit bigger than house number 1. It had that beautiful outdoor entertaining space.
That was heaven, that outside area.
Completely finished and gorgeous.
The alfresco there was probably the pick.
Outside took our breath away. So again, I was breathless when we did those house tours.
It's just the Sunshine Coast lifestyle, and each of those houses were quintessentially Sunshine Coast. But how about your happily ever after?
We have a decision. We are excited. Husband got it over the line as well, and he's happy.
Yes.
It will be. My poker face is so bad.
Terrible.
We're going to Mexico.
Number 2.
Number 2.
You're not going to have to move again. Enough bedrooms.
There's plenty of time to do the work. You don't have to rush it.
Kelly agreed. I don't have to do it tomorrow.
It's working with you.
My job's done. You just need me to sign the bill.
Look, I wish you the best with negotiating. And I'm sure Kelly will be sitting beside you when you do that as well.
She will definitely be the negotiator.
You're in good hands. Unfortunately, Chrissy and husband Toby missed out on purchasing house 2, but they did manage to buy a house in the same street. I wish Chrissy, the family, and Kelly all the best in their dream home.